cunt-tastic. This is absolutely cunt-tastic here. So if you could definitely let me know if it's actually finally starting. Somebody hit me up with a yes, we see you. I like the tech one. That's funny. Working. There you go. You remember me. Yes. God damn it. I feel like it. Okay. There you go. See now. Okay. That's fantastic. Sorry for the technical difficulties here for this terrific live stream here. So if it does fall off, please blame Comcast or Xfinity. But it's certainly not old Pigcake here. So to repeat myself for the third fucking time. By the way, also because this thing, the live stream here, the chat only appears during the actual live stream because YouTube has it down pat. What I suggest is that you hit up the Discord link in the description thing, so that way you could hit up all those dank Pigcake memes. But as far as what this is, to repeat myself for the fourth time. This is just gonna be a live stream, just typical old shit. If you guys apparently gonna be full of dank memes and shoutouts here, subscribe to me. Brilliant live stream, pig fucking cunt. We're starting strong here, but it's my attempt to wanna show you guys a control here that's of the FFF variety. I saw some questions here regarding what FFF stands for, and if you're asking that, thank you. Finger flicking. Fuckery, actually, Brandon Whitfield, who says finger flicking bullshit. It's finger flicking fuckery. But unfortunately, seeing that the YouTube ad revenue machine doesn't let me say the word fuck on the title, I have to FFF. It's stuff happening here. So that's what I want to intend here. But unfortunately, I got distracted by the loveliness that is the YouTube cunterific mobile chat here. So. Just bear with me here for a second as I take a sip. So, to start off, what I want to attempt here is to just show you guys a cunterific control. Don't take a sip. Thank you, Grass Tunes. Nice to see you guys again. It's good to see that we have just a standard of cunterific memes here on the live chat. Let me make sure. 5 of Hearts is 23rd card. That's funny. So what I want to attempt here is to show you guys a control that's pretty much finger flicking fuckery. It's going to be based on this control that I've already shown before on the channel in another video, but it just has a little bit more of a cunterific addition to it. So that's kind of what I want to show you guys here. Now, is it something personally that I would like to do a lot? No, it isn't, because I'm not really a fan of the contestry. I'm not really a huge fan of that, but I know a lot of you guys are for some reason. So I'll show. Okay, hold up. Let me because I'm seeing here enlarged genital warts, contestry. Yeah, I'm a meme factory here, Mr. Cardmaster. So. This is just a contestry control here. If you want to, I would change the title to contestry control, but unfortunately, again, the YouTube revenue machine won't let me. But just between us, it's I'll call this the contestry control here. But just to reiterate, it's going to be a version of this control that I've shown previously, which is a version of a control by Lee Asher. But as far as the actual control, it's the way that you get into it that I kind of like. So you could pretty much get into it from one of these memes. You could flip the card on the deck. Then the card pretty much glides on the deck. And then from there, you do the control. So pretty much all I'm adding to it is this cool looking Silver Surfer sexuality meme here. That's pretty much what I'm adding to it. But I really like the contestry that is this little action right here, especially when done with the left hand turned palm down. I think it looks kind of sexual, but that's kind of what this control is. So this control is pretty much based on a fat discrepancy, if you don't notice, because you're showing the spectator this card, But at the end of the day, it's this bottom card that's the one that's outjogged and is given the illusion that that's their card. But this is a fantastic idea by Lee Asher. So I'm just adding that little first part to it to make it just a little bit contestrific, for lack of a better word. So that's kind of what I want to show you guys here today. What's your... But let me just get in through these comments here. And see, no one woke me up for Pigcake streaming, so we got some on the Discord here, which is hysterical. If I get a shout out, then I'll kill myself after the video. Tom Dunn. Well, let's not do that. I really don't want your blood on my hands. I don't think you've done anything to me to have some such reaction. How much do we need to put Country Stream? How much do we need to send you to put Country Stream in the title? I don't know. Because you know how the YouTube revenue machine is. That the moment you put fuck or cunt or anything that's the fun words, JC Faust, they remove it. They remove your ability to make even even the tiniest of YouTube hot dollars. I see Coral Glow here is asking me, where did I find such terribly gay rings? Thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate the repping of my bling there. So let me just go through these before I start with here. I like pancake. Oh wait, your name is Pigcake. Ha, yeah, Victor. Dropping the dankest jokes there. So let me just go through this and then I'll answer some shit afterwards if you guys want me to. Because why the fuck not? Can you give me the cummies, Parker Chris? This is phenomenal. So as far as the control's concerned. You're going to start from a spread or a dribble, whatever it is that you want. So usually it's better from a spread because the cards are a little bit more spread apart. So in this case, they are. It gives you kind of a reason to be messy at the end. It's kind of it adds credence to that, if for lack of a better word, credence. Is that, I don't know if that's a word or not. But as far as that, you want to. I'd start from a spread here. But ultimately, you're going to turn over the top card and put it on top of the deck, and you're going to outjog it a little bit here. So what's happening is that this card is going to be the one that's going to glide on the rest of the cards. I mean, this is without lubrication here, so it's kind of arousing for the spectators. It adds nothing to the control, really, apart from just a little bit of a flourish, but it looks nice, and that's what people want to put on Instagram videos, so they could get that sweet nut. So you're going to start with a card like this, outjogged in the front, and what's going to happen is that you're going to spread the deck under that card. So notice that I'm holding, this card is just loose over here, and the rest of the deck is going to be in your left hand. You're going to turn this palm down, and all you're going to do is a little bit of a jerk with this hand. That jerk is going to be a little bit enough to get that card to just slide down the length of that card. So that's going to be all you need to do to make sure that that card slides down the length and this little spread here, so that it lands on this hand, so that you see how kind of sexual that looks. So from this position, all you got to do is the mechanics of the losing control thing, which is pretty much just as you turn your hand face down, the card gets squared up with the deck, and your fingers extend the bottom card, so that it gives the retention that card is lost in the middle. But guess what? It's on top. So in pretty much motion, it should just look like a fancier way. Sorry, god damn it. If you guys saw the position here that I'm in from the reverse angle, I'm pretty sure that's cause for a RedTube video. But as far as this, you're gonna get this card over here. You're going to do the losing control action, and that's the control. So it's just a sexual way of apparently getting that card lost in the middle of the deck, but really it's on top for all eyes and glory. So that's the control. Again, I highly recommend you look at the fattest Lee Asher video. I think it's on a manuscript he came out with years and years and years ago. But it's still very nice, and I think this is even Lee Asher's. This might be his too. It's something from a long time ago called the Silver Surfer or whatever. I think he used it as a double lift. I could get it sometimes with a double. There you go. See, that's a double. That slides on the top of the deck. But I've never gotten it consistently unless I bend a card. So this is that's a double now on top of the deck. So you could do it that way too. But if you're going to do it, I don't recommend you do it with new cards if you're going to do the double, because the cards do have the tendency to slide. But if you do give a little bit of a bend, the cards do stick together if you want to do it that method. But look it up, Silver Surfer and Losing Control by Lee Asher. So that's, I see DJ Epic asking me what's that, this is a speaker. This is a pig-shaped speaker. If I had the ability to sell these, I would, but unfortunately I found one here, which matches, of course, the dreaded Pigcake. But this is a speaker. If you see, you have play, pause, and all that stuff. So there you go, DJ Epic. So let's get through some of these comments here. No one like you. Thank you, Rafiq. Cunt. What else do we got here? We got Anonymous Magician. A cunt is a cunt. Thank you. Milos Dorovig. I gotta tell you, the love here is uncomparable. Say suck if you're in the Discord. I don't know who's saying that. Alexander Turwol Gut. Say suck if you're on the Discord. I see the link here. I see a lot of stuff. So if y'all check out that Discord, that'll be better, because this live chat disappears when I put this up. When I archive this and put this on YouTube, it disappears because apparently they can't transfer that over. So that's why I recommend that. Jesus Lopez. Pigcake. So what you're describing is a variation of the Allerton change. I've never seen that, so I don't know if it is. What I described is a variation of Lee Asher's Losing Control, number one, and I guess another Lee Asher move, which is that slide on the top, which I know I've seen many times before, but usually with this hand face up, and I've seen it with a double that I can't do for the life of me. I could get it sometimes with the double. See, that case I got it. But I'm not sure if it's called the Allerton change. Jesus Lopez. I need more Benihana Marlowe turnovers, Jan May. That's fucking funny. Let me see. Oh, JC, you're my favorite YouTube magicians and one of my favorite accounts. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that tremendously. You dropping some hot compliments my way. I greatly appreciate it here. I see some autism memes here on the chat, which is just phenomenal. Some good Am I fat? I'm not fat, George. I'm not fat. What's the deal with the ring on your left hand? This is the M ring. This is a standard, if you look it up, a wizard ring, an M ring, or whatever it is that it's called. But it has some history in magic. I saw it and I bought it. And this is probably the second time I mentioned it on a live stream. But I know Magic Makers Inc. sells one, and it sucks dick. Do not buy it. It sucks total dick. I like the way it looked. If you guys look it up, it's called M-Ring, Magic Makers Inc. With the greatest name of all time. The owner of that, his name is Rob Stiff. Talk about a porno name. But he, are you a faggot or just Muslim? God damn, these comments, fantastical. But they sell something called the M-Ring, and it's made out of it has to be made out of fucking tinfoil, because it just rusted. The one that I had rusted. You see it on earlier videos that I had. But then I went back to this one, and this one hasn't given me up since. But look it up. It's called the Wizard Ring or M-Ring, or it has some history in magic. Spin it on your finger. I like that. Thank you, South Texas Roughneck. I can't. I guess I'm not fat, but I do have fat fingers, if you know what I mean, ladies. But I mean, this is kind of hard to spin on my hand. Let me see. What's better, American cunt or Asian cunt? Well, Asian cunt is censored. Luis Angelo Barrera. I don't know if you've seen enough adult films, but I'm pretty sure it's like that in real life at this point. Asian cunt is censored, so I'd rather go for American. What was that control called again? Well, I'm calling it the Cuntistry control. Benji M. I'm calling it the Cuntistry control. Let me just write this down. Cuntistry control. Now, unfortunately, I can't title that here because I do want this video to be monetized, because I really need those sweet YouTube cents. It's not even dollars, it's cents. So Contestry Control. There you go. That's what I'm calling it. I'll probably just call it the C Control on the title, just to avoid that, Benji. So I hope you got that. Favorite card in the deck: Five of Clubs. Believe it or not, I came up with a Verbal Force of the Five of Clubs. This is for Alexander Turwurgut. So I came up with that, like a Verbal Force of the Five of Clubs. I'm sure I could drop sometime down the line, which is why it's my favorite card in the deck. So there you go. When was the last time you beat up a guy and why? I've actually never gotten into, maybe once in fifth grade, I think I got into some sort of a scuffle for autistic reasons. But apart from that, I've actually never gotten into a fist fight with someone. I regret not doing that in high school. When you're an adult and you do that, it becomes a battery and assault. If you are in middle school or high school and you do that, it becomes just a slap on the wrist. So I regret doing that, Solito Marco. Let's see if there's anything else here that might be sexual here. Please comment on Darren Brown. Nipuna. I'm not gonna pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I can't. If you see it, if you guys see that, Nipuna Prabuddha. There you go. What do you think of Darren Brown? I think he's an amazing magician. I think that he is fucking great. He's pretty much started a trend in mentalism. But unfortunately, he started kind of a negative trend because it just led to a bunch of copycats. He went a while saying that the stuff was doing was a little bit legitimate, which was a little bit stretching the truth. But he does admit every show that he's using magic, misdirection, showmanship, and pretty much that in psychology. So I just think that he innovated a style because mentalism pretty much before him, again, this is just through my knowledge, mentalism before him was all about things that you could see. So everything was very visual in terms of like, okay, so I'm going to have a list here. I want you to think of one of these things on a list. Darren Brown took it away from that. So Darren Brown made it so that you, hold up, poor connection here. Poor connection. That's fantastic. But Darren Brown made it, made mentalism in a way that you can't see it. So he calls it the air of compromise that you can't see. So instead of showing somebody a list, the way Darren Brown appears to do magic or mentalism is by just saying, think of something. Okay, are you thinking of it? Good. Let me see the way you stand. All right, got it. It's a penis. I prefer that. There's less to see. There's less to figure out. Of course, there's a lot more happening behind the scenes, but that doesn't compromise the trick. So I think Darren Brown is fucking phenomenal. What kind of deodorant do you use? You know what? If you know anything about hyperhidrosis, apparently, there's no deodorant that works for me. But I use Arid, fork on the left. That's a weird question to ask. Let me see if there's anything here on the Discord that might be sexual. I see a lot of, do you guys hate Mr. Pennison? Do you guys hate when you open the stream and get so horny that your erection hits the desk? I mean, all right. I regret reading all of that. I regret everything. Let's see something else here. Autism spinners. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. I do. I've shown it before. I have an autism spinner. JC Faust. Burglas effect. Well, Burglas effect is, he hasn't released that at all. He did. He has the book, but that doesn't satisfy anyone. He has a book and a set of DVDs that pretty much explains that the Burglas effect doesn't exist. It just, the perfect, you think of a card, you think of a number, count down that number, now that's the card. That method doesn't exist apart from just pure chance and pure creation of that chance. So the true Burglas effect is pretty much, you could do stuff to, up your chances of the Burglas effect, but that pure method doesn't exist as far as just having somebody handing a deck and then they think of a card, they deal down, and then that's at their number. Now that doesn't exist. What the fuck do you mean live stream? I'm not gonna answer that. Hands of deception. If you can't understand humor, god damn it. Please do a collab with Chris Ramsey, Pigcake. That's not up to me, man. That's up to you guys, Luis. If you guys, if you guys want me to do a collab with Chris Ramsey, let him know. I'm always down as fuck to do a collab with anyone. It's my intent when I get more of a following to kind of, push smaller channels. I'm not saying that my channel's huge by any means, But hopefully, if I do get more of a following, I could help out other magicians that are, I guess, in the same situation, I was, to, try to build some sort of reputation on YouTube. So that's definitely something I want to do when I get more of a following. But as far as working with other people, I would love to do that. So definitely there, Luis. Let's see. Do you masturbate over 5 times a day? God damn it. These questions. Let me see. This guy Conrox Burger. Conrox Burger says some shit about go to Penn and Teller. Only your hands though. Wouldn't that be amazing if I'm on Penn and Teller Foolless? But it'd be fucking phenomenal if I fooled them and they don't see my face the entire time. If I find some way to do that. Let me see here on the Discord if there's anything. Am I weird to fapping for this? He butchered my name. That's funny. Thank you. Aluron on Discord. What's your name here on the chat? If you could put that on Discord. Aluron on Discord. What's your name here? Okay, Alexander Turwogod. Holy shit, dude. God, sorry. Yeah, I did butcher your name. Now that I think about it. If I go to Penn and Teller, you would end up being in jail. Damn. This is lady here. Have you rubbed your... I love that this is a combination, the chat here. If you guys take the time to scroll up and down the chat, it's a combination of actual legitimate magic questions, which I do welcome, and just cunterific comments. Cunterific comments on things of a sexual nature. So let me see if I get something here. Any sexual magic tricks, Samuel? I mentioned in the other live stream, any trick that has the sole purpose of picking up females, you should be shot. That's pretty much my opinion. If you do any sort of trick that involves trying to... So that French kiss trick, don't do it. I mean, that's my recommendation. Don't do it because it's cringy. I cringe every time I see somebody do something like that, which involves, okay, so here's a card. I'm going to make out with you. Now the magic happens. Come on, man. That's weird. Oh, here, pick a card. If I get it right, you kiss me on the cheek. Come on. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. There you go, Samuel. That answers your question. Do a collaboration with the Illusionist. Ooh, that would be interesting. That would be fucking great. I would love to, believe it or not. I would love to appear on a illusionist video. I'd like to make it. I'd like to have the creative control on that, I guess. So I'd probably end up doing some shit in a warehouse, train tracks. I'd love to do something like that, but shit all over the idea. Because if you notice, most of the videos they're done in like abandoned houses and shit, and you're like, what am I doing here? First of all, but let me check this out. God damn it. Okay. So yeah, so I would love to do that. I'm gonna die alone. Thank you. I appreciate that. There was a magician on Penn and Teller. See, it's a common ring. Danger Gamer 94. It's a common ring. It's not necessarily a crazy ring here. I see somebody called me Pigcake. Control Z on Discord. Thank you for that. This is a lot harder to do than I thought, by the way. I really thought this is what it would be easier to read both chats. But it's not, so my attention's kind of going all over the place. But let's see, I make a okay, all right, that's sexual. So let's see, there's a magician on Penn and Teller, so there you go. Double penetration, country false shuffle. That could definitely get you arrested, Max. That will for sure get you arrested. Let me see, what's up with wrestling? Why do you want to wrestle someone from Illusionist? I think that would be hysterical. Would that not be, I mean, would you not watch a professional wrestling match between... two magicians? I mean, that's fucking amazing. Let me see anything here. Can you do a fast control to the bottom? You know what? Funny enough, in tomorrow's video, I'm gonna show a control that you could do to the bottom. Zandol's Sin. Holy shit, these names. So tomorrow I'm gonna show you guys a control that you could do like this. The control to them looks like you do something like this. That's what the control is going to look like tomorrow. And then the cards on top or the bottom, I'll do that. But that's coming up tomorrow for tomorrow's video. So there you go, Zandolf Sin. I see Jan Z Wang Zig saying Donald Trump is God. That's fucking phenomenal. Jesus fucking. Let's see anything else here. I know you always talk about him, but I'm meeting up with John Kerry in a few weeks. You want me to tell him anything? Memes? Tell him that I love his stuff. Tell him that there's a YouTube magic tutorial memester cunt that loves his stuff, that greatly appreciates his contribution to magic, and would probably kill a small tree monkey just to be in the same room with him. So if you could tell him that, memes, I would greatly appreciate that. Let's see. Rick Laxative. Rick Laxative, the amazing, McKay Becksteed. Rick Laxative. You know what? It's weird because Rick Lax on Facebook is the cringiest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. I know H3H3 has a video on him, but Rick Lax on Penguin Magic has come up with some of the fucking best shit I've seen. Stuff that's practical, stuff that's easy to do. But in terms of Facebook, he does this like weird Facebook clickbait thing that just, oh, think of a number between 1 and 10. Okay, good. Lock your answer by pressing like. Lock it in by pressing like. Oh, cringe. Cringe comp. But that's definitely, I do like him. Slap the table for me, Dad. I hope that got you, Andrew. Nah. There you go. Slap the table. You don't know how many times, by the way. I have two lights here. On these sides, I have two lights apart from this fantastic window. This light here is the biggest cunt that falls on me constantly. I have outtakes of that shit falling on me and me cursing the world, which I'm sure I'll never release. But just do that. What do you think of Jarek 120? I've said that before. I've said my opinion on him. I think that he's a great magician. He's good at what he does. Sometimes he makes very cringy videos. And also, I would love to wrestle him. I mean, me having no professional wrestling training, him who's a legitimate professional wrestler, I would love to have a wrestling match with Jarek 120. I would probably kill a small tree monkey, small tree monkeys to make that happen. Matei Cretu, but there you go. Let's see if there's Thank you for so much for the card magic. Oh, like I love you. Again, you have some legitimate stuff here. Some legitimate love here. Press like to lock in your card. I'll wait. Get your card right now. You have to share this trick. There you go. The Marcius. That's fucking phenomenal. I just saw something here that looked interesting. Do you like Russian Genius? Yeah, I've mentioned him. I mentioned that. He gave me a good opportunity to put a video on his channel. And he pretty much, didn't have to. I didn't have that many subs. He liked my stuff enough. He gave me that opportunity. Of course, that doesn't really... I'm a little biased just because he did plug me on his channel. But either way, he's very skilled. He does a really good job of describing things. I know a lot of people have put on his comments like, oh man, he takes too long in his videos. But I just like that. I like the detail in his stuff. He's very detail oriented, especially when it comes to his tricks. So I like Russian Genius a lot. Jarek is a literal cunt. Wow, damn. Winter Shades, opinion on North Korea banning magic tricks? What? I didn't know that. If they ban magic tricks, that would be fucking hysterical. Or that is hysterical if they did that. I mean, I don't know if you've seen, Vice has a bunch of documentaries where they go in North Korea and they just fuck it up. They just like do everything they're not supposed to. They sneak a camera in, they do all this stuff. I'd watch that. It's just funny seeing that they think that Kim Jong-il... Or Un is the one now, that Kim Jong-il was born in a mountaintop on the back of a fucking unicorn. Pigcake is the bestest. Thank you. I like brown stuff in background. There's some great acoustic people here on the chat. North Korea, they did ban sarcasm. Well, I heard there was a story in North Korea where there was one instance of graffiti, that somebody graffitied a wall, and then that they closed the city down for like 2 weeks to try to figure out who made such a big crime. I mean, if they did that where I'm from, they would they would never have a break. Let's see, Tim Brokima. How important is the secret of a trick to you, or the thing that after the moment has happened, it doesn't matter because it's done, because it doesn't take away from the happy feeling they had? Well, you know what? That's the problem with technology, Tim Brokima. I'm sorry if I didn't mention your name before. That's the problem with technology, where you do a trick, and if you mention anything at all that's related to either a description of the trick or a demo video of the trick, all someone has to do is just type it in. on their phone, and they find a method, they find a video. So that's it. I mean, imagine if you do like a, for example, a billet peek, right? All they have to look up is I mean, if you say billet to them, you're an idiot, because I mean, the billet is like it's jargon for us. But all they have to do is write on Google, read mind paper, read mind with paper, and that's it. They find a bunch of sources that they could just learn a center deal. So you kind of have to go over that. I think that you can't help it at this point, and in this day and age, you can't help that they're going to figure out the secret. But ultimately, it's about interaction. It's about interaction. You interacted with somebody, so if they enjoyed the moment, you can't take that away from them, regardless of anything. And with things like mentalism, where people actually genuinely believe in that shit, then I think that that moment lingers longer, because it's something that is believable. I think mentalism is like the last frontier in terms of what could be real, even though it's totally fucking not. Card magic, obviously, you can't get away with. You can't fucking produce a bird in front of someone and then they have them think it's real. But mentalism does walk on the edge of reality. So there you go. I hope that answered your shit. Collaboration. Let me tell you, Joshua Miller. Collaboration with H3H3. If I've already said that I would kill 2 small tree monkeys to wrestle Jarek 120, I would probably, what would I do? I do sexual stuff to do a collaboration with H3H3. I just think they're so genuine with their stuff. They're just jolly people. And they've if you watch their video on the red pepper, you could tell that they've done the struggle here. But they're fantastic. Demono, what do you think of Red Ball Trick? Teller's Red Ball Trick. It's beautiful. He has a shadow trick. I saw it live. I saw the Red Ball Trick live. I lost my shit because it's just a beautiful routine. At the end, there's no hidden. The method isn't hidden. That you are aware from the start that it's invisible thread. But what he does with that is fucking phenomenal. I'm glad I got to see them live. Let me see if there's something here. I see some Italian. I see some 5 of hearts, cunt. Thoughts on country. It says, wait, well, I already gave my thoughts on country. I practice country moves. I like, obviously country now has gotten to the point where you're flipping fans in midair and catching them. I can't do that. But anything that's like little false cuts, I do practice them just for dexterity's sake. But I'm not a huge fan of country, Joshua Miller. So I'm Mexican, Pigcake? I'm not Mexican. Ricky J would assassinate him with cards. Yeah, he would he murdered that watermelon. So I'm sure he could, Rick is better than you in Magic? Are we talking about Rick? Rick Lax. Okay. Thank you. Fuck. Does Burgless effect have something to do with mentalism? Yeah, I guess. It's a mentalism bit, if you could spin it, depending on how you spin it. But really, it's its own thing. You can make it whatever you want. The structure is somebody names a card, another person names a number, and that's a coincidence. So you could play it off as a coincidence. You could play it off as memory. That's what I don't understand is fascination with any card at any number from a technical standpoint, because there's 1,000 ways to do it. I know, probably without exaggerating, I've come up with like 7 or 8 different ways to do it. I know I've put a couple on the channel in terms of this switch, and then other hands-off versions that I really, really like. But the method really shouldn't be the focus. The focus should be on the presentation that you give to it, because the method is a coincidence. And I don't think the spectators would find that impressive. To us, we know the stats. We know the math behind it. So we know how impossible it is for somebody just to name a card and somebody to name a number, and it's that. But how you spin it is pretty much what should be the focus. So there you go about the Burgless effect. Can you do Kostia Kimlat's version of Triumph with the spread call? Yeah, but it won't look good, Arturo. It's not going to look good at all. But I don't. I mean, he does his own call. He does his own version of the call. I do the standard with the subtleties that I dropped in that video from a couple days ago with the slider. So I call a random card, and then whatever card I need to cull, because of that card, it slides very easily on it. So that makes it very, very easy to cull other cards. But I don't do his Roadrunner cull, if that's what you're asking. I'm not gonna do the Chris Ramsey meme again. You know what? Funny enough, I did see the Chris Ramsey video where he's reacting to bad magic. There was one there that wasn't bad. Most of them were bad, but there was one video that I'm like, this is not bad magic. This isn't cringy. I after that I did watch another science video where they actually use phenolphthalein or whatever, however the fuck you pronounce it. They used it, and it's like a color change liquid. It's a liquid that used to color change. It's not necessarily a toxic liquid. I mean, you don't want to drink it, but it's certainly something that's not going to kill you if you make contact with it. Steve Spangler, that's the video I saw. Steve Spangler Science. That's another guy that I would do sexual stuff with. But he did a color change water, like puts the water in the cup, and the water turns apparently into wine. But I don't think it's that toxic of a chemical. Let me see. Again, phenolphthalein, and now we're going for all these memes here. Hey, look over here. You got me, motherfucker. This guy, you got me with your Robert Coulson. You got me with your goddamn. Look over here. Can you talk a little bit about your creative process and how to think about creating routines? Well, the thing is that when it comes to this, when it comes to creating tricks, I only do variations of other people's stuff. I think it's very hard at this point in time to make up something that's 100% original. Someone like Paul Harris is someone that is known for creating a bunch of shit without original shit, mind you. As far as just creative stuff, I just look at what's available and I try to put my own spin on it. So whether or not that is, something that you're interested in. But my creative process, I just see what's there, see if what trick is hot, and then try to find out how to do it myself. If not, try to just put my own spin on it. But really, most of these tricks are from people who are way fucking smarter than I am. Again, this goes back to John Kerry, and all those people who are way smarter than I am. John Bannon. I can't come up with half that shit if they didn't come up with their versions before. So there you go. I see a lot of eggplants. I see a lot of iodine clock reaction. There you go, Libra. That's exactly what it was. It was a clock reaction. Do you speak any other language? Spanish. Let's see. What's your favorite color? Yeah. By the way, just on top of that, it's funny enough, I actually only spoke Spanish for the first 8 years of my life. I had to go to what's called ESOL in school to learn English. But then eventually you lose Spanish because you only speak English. So my Spanish sounds like horrendous right now. Can you do a ballet cut? Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. No, that sounds fucking great. Can you do a ballet cut? Yeah, I could fucking do it. Dropping cards everywhere. Ballet cut is John Gustafaro. That's a ballet cut. You could do a bunch of stuff with that. I know he uses it as a force. It's a very pretty cut. And he's another magician that is fucking phenomenal. So there you go, G9 Hazard. Let me see if there's something here. You dumbass. Sorry, God damn it. Have you ever been to India? Nope. I lost connection as you began to answer my question. Damn it, Robert. Well, I mean, you could look at the archives when I put it there. You could definitely look at that. But let me see. Do a face reveal. That's funny. Where the heck are you from? You guys trying to figure me out here. Face reveal. I mean, I like from the start of me making this channel, I didn't really want to show my face. I think because one of the inspirations for me starting this channel was Miss Mag, and I know that he didn't show his face. So, I mean, my initial idea for this channel was a combination of Miss Mag and this is how you suck at cooking. Combine those, add crack, and that's my channel. That's my inspiration for this channel. So I really didn't want to show my face at all. I know the worst part is that statistics show that if you show your face, you're more likely to have people relate to you, and therefore it becomes a lot easier to have a to make a following on YouTube. But I just think that there's something to it as to not show the face. I think that there's like a certain, who's this guy that smashes shit? How to Basic doesn't show his face. I mean, I'm sure you've seen his face and other shit, but as far as that, I know that he, uh, it leads to wondering, I guess, and I like that sort of shit. So for the time being, I'm not gonna show my face. If you're not gonna do a face reveal, I mean, I'm an average looking dude. I'm not really like a special looking guy. Uh, so as far as that, if there's anyone I look like, here's where I end up saying somebody that's really really attractive, and then I'm like, oh, I look like Brad Pitt. I don't. If I see somebody, I'll mention it, but I don't know who I look like. Would you scream cunt? Shout out Naman. Cunt. Let's see. Snap change from this angle. It's cool. It's snap change. I think the Buck Twins said this, but I thought of this a long time ago. Snap change is angle proof. They said that the snap change is angle proof because from this angle, from the front, it's a color change. From the back, it's a production. I thought of that a long fucking time ago. Then I heard them say that. I'm like, God damn it. You can't come up with anything fucking original. But that's it. This is kind of a cool production. If you do it from the front, if you do it on purpose, it just looks like the card appears there. So I have a couple H productions that you do that. You do this bullshit. So that I like. Let me see. Can you show us your mirror? Ah, damn, you cunt. Do you have big or small tits? I mean, I do my fair share of push-ups. So, let me see. Do your pass. I mean, I've done my pass before. This is the worst angle to do it from. And that looked like hot ass. But there you go. That's my pass. Not really much there. It's just you do the standard pass. And I like the riffle at the end. This is the worst angle to see it. But you could really see this from every fucking angle. As a matter of fact, you could even do that control I taught earlier. And get right into the pass. And it looks sexual. If you have the card face up, you're ready for this hot action right here. There you go. Boom. I'll spin the shit. Yeah, boom. There you go. But there's my pass. Read the Discord. Pigcake is Benicio del Toro with a voice changer. The amount of vagina I'd be getting if I was Benicio del Toro. Let's see. Look over here. How long is the stream gonna take? Well, depends. Depends on if you guys have genuine stuff here that we could go through here. Let's see. What's the difference between a pencil and a feminist? A pencil has a point. God damn it, Paulie. Let me see. Try the Dynamo Shuffle. I don't know the Dynamo Shuffle. I know I've seen him in a club early on when he used to do his stuff, which is a very cringy video. He's in a club and they're doing the poochie, 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 poochie. And then he's like doing the whole this Sybil bullshit. But he's doing it like to the beat. And I cringed hard as fuck because I'm like, that's gay. That's the gayest thing I've seen. He's a very skilled magician. Don't get me wrong, Dynamo. But just that early stuff when he's doing like those weird cuts and shuffles to music in clubs and shit, and he's showing, I cringed. I definitely cringed. What's on your camera lens? It's blocking the view. There's nothing on the camera lens. You cunt. You don't have free will. You don't have free will. Weston Smith. There you go. Actual patter. Yeah, you're dropping Pigcake memes here. I like that. I swear you are ignoring me. Tom Dunn, I'm not ignoring you. Show us your favorite trick. Well, my favorite trick, I saw this on the Xavier Spade chat. A bunch of you guys, I recognize the same people too, which is kind of funny. But a lot of you guys were asking me what's my favorite trick. I said that before. It's Back in Time by Jay Sankey. It's definitely one of my favorite tricks. There is a lot that you could do with that. And just to give you a hint, because I see a lot of people asking me too, the last step in my ambitious card trick is Back in Time. So there you go. Ask yourself a question. 5 inches on a good day. There, I answered my own question that I had for myself. Morgan Hopper, if you just joined in, Morgan Hooper, sorry, I did ask that or answer that about Darren Brown earlier. Because look at the live, that's funny. Alurion telling me to look at Discord and then telling me to look at the chat, you cunt. But as far as Darren Brown, I already said my opinion. I liked Darren Brown a lot. I think that he did kind of BS himself with a couple things. He did have that special too with the lottery. That was very bullshit. The numbers thing that he said, oh, it's the magic of numbers and all that. It's a kind of maths, and you know that kind of shat on him. But that's just a small blip. He's a fucking amazing guy. If anything, for that subtlety, I know I have that trick where it's like think of a card, the where you think of any one of the cards. I know he does it from the spread. He has that special deck. I think it's called the John Kennedy Mind Power deck. That he has, obviously it's like a bank of cards, but that subtlety of say the card over and over in your head, 8 of diamonds, 8 of diamonds, 8 of diamonds, like that. That's a fucking amazing subtlety. And he has another book. I think he has several books, but he has one for lay people on hypnosis and magic and all that stuff, which is fucking great. But he has a couple for magicians that I've lost my shit. I think I have it here somewhere from a long time ago. I'm suicidal. This is turning into some hot stuff. Sorry, I just joined. Nah, it's fine, man. What the fuck? I'm not gonna shit on you for joining at your time, at your leisure. Opinions on David Blaine. I've said this before. David Blaine is probably one of the first people that David Blaine is one of the first people that got me into magic with a street magic special. I remember he did that trick where he put the coin on the fat kid's hand, and then he did like the whole Raven shit, and it was gone. I lost my shit. So he was one of the first people that I saw doing that. And that was one of the things that got me into magic. So there you go. Autism alert. Yeah. That's funny. So there you go. Those are opinions of David Blaine. How rich are you to be able to add so much production value? Just dozens and dozens of dollars, Raphael. Dozens of dollars. That's how rich I am. I got literally dozens of dollars. Dozens. So, there you go. Nabby hands. Thank you, cunt. Let me see if there's anything here. Do you like Patrick Kuhn? I've seen a couple of his stuff. I've seen a couple of the stuff that he's done. But, isn't he jacked? He's like a jacked Asian dude. I remember seeing in the Illusionist video, and then they do that pan up with the camera, and then you just see the veins on his arms, and you're like, this is fucking weird. But I like his stuff. I mean, I'm not really super familiar with his shit, but from the small stuff that I've seen, he's really, really good. So, there you go. Let me see if there's anything here. Pigcake, can you do the beef pass? Yeah, just for the Discord. Beef pass. That's the beef pass. Just to show you. Jew Arthur, show us a Silver Surfer pass. Well, it's not really not really a Silver Surfer pass, but this is the Silver Surfer by Lee Asher. He does it with a double, and he does it way better than I can. He bends the card and does this thing with a double. I can't do it with a double a lot. I mean, I did it there, but what I did here, the control that I did initially, was pretty much a version of his losing control that starts from that little thingy. But if you want to see from earlier, just this into a pass, I could do that just for you. Son of a bitch. Let me stand up here. So you just do this, and then you get your pass on, and that card's on top. So just for you, you get it, your name's you, Arthur, and then just for you, kill me. Pig cunt. Do you vape? This is a battery for a vape pen. This is a battery. I don't. I just got it for tricks, just so you put it. Gavin, the average gamer. I got it for tricks, so you could put that on like in bubbles and shit. So I don't personally vape, like for the fun of it. The only times I did do that is for just for the purpose of practicing with tricks. Hello from Israel. Hello, Alex Bog. Do you know Rich Ferguson? Another one that's good but cringy. That's another one that's good but very, very cringy. He has a this is Mentalism with Illusionist. And then the tricks were really, really solid. It's just that I feel like sometimes he could be he could be too serious to the point where you can't take him seriously. I do like his stuff a lot, and I do like him a lot, but it's just sometimes there's just an air of cringe there that you can't remove it. But I do like Rich Ferguson a lot. Let me see. Miss Mag is the first teacher I saw. Yeah, the guy's a shit. Let me see if there's anything here. A lot of stuff from Patrick Kuhn. Already answered that. Hello, can you read this? Yes. Yes, I can. Jack Hannaford. Hello, I'm from England. Hello, cunt. I got that pink hoodie. Now, am I cool now? Pink hoodie, cunt. Hina. I hope you enjoy it. It's a fat design. The same person that made the Pigcake logo made that little design for me. So I really, really like the way it came out. Of course, if you, I'm being a shill right now and shilling the shirts. If you look at the description, check those out if you want to throw some hot dollars on Pigcake. Let me see. Did you cheat in exams? No. The only time I actually cheated, funny enough, I had everyone knew me as a magician back then because that's the sort of cunt I was. And then I had like a cheat sheet in my fucking hand. And I think the teacher saw me, but she felt so bad for me that she didn't say anything because I had this shit in my hand. Like I had this shit like this. And I thought I was clever because I was writing and then I had the cheat sheet here. But I was like this. I was fucking shaking like an asshole. So am I a cheater in school? One time, and I shook like a bitch. So never did I cheat again. Turned down for what? That's fucked up in the Discord. You should be ashamed of yourself, Mr. Pennison. I'm gonna say doggy style. Solito Marco. There you go. Let me see something here. What's your favorite type of cake? I don't like cake. Not a fan of cake. Ice cream cake for sure. I've been trying to cut a lot of sugar recently, but if I see a cookie in front of me, that shit's going in my face. Pigcake, please say Mayong Buntag for me and my fellow Bisaya magicians. I don't even know half of that. Half of what I just said. Connor Mahudi. There, I just said your name, cunt. Hope you appreciate that. Will you ever make merch? I have merch, cunt. Zio Benedict. I have some merch. I want to make better merch. Obviously, I think the last t-shirt and a hoodie, I think those are fucking great. I got the idea from like a Gengar shirt. Gengar the Pokemon. They have a shirt that's like purple and it just has his face on it. I wanted just a pink shirt or a pink hoodie with the pig cake, just a fucking pig on it. So that's really that. Obviously, somewhere down the line, I'll see if I can make a deck, but at this point, I can't do that. Let me see. First of all, you are the only comedy magician I like. Keep it up. And secondly, can you show us a sleight of hand tricks for that you haven't done in a video? I mean, shit. That's kind of well, I'm trying to think of. I mean, the trick that I put up a long time ago, saying my second favorite card trick. That one is like a 2-card transposition. That's the one. That's like one of my go-tos. If somebody happens to say, "Hey, show me something," so look at that one. If you could find it up, Ben. But that's a really good trick. Could you perform the trick that Chris Pratt showed us on the Graham Norton show? You know what the worst part of that is, Angel Slime? After Chris Pratt did that trick, which is, by the way, a very well-known trick. They pick a card, right? If I'm not mistaken, you control it to the top. And then you put it, I think you put it second from the bottom. You find a way to put it second from the bottom. You show this card, and then you do the glide, right? And then you do this shit, and then you go, is this your card? No. This trick has been done everywhere. I saw it in a book by Nick Einhorn, like a beginner magician's book. Was it this card? No, it wasn't this card. No. Okay, well, how about you hold your hand out? Oh, that's your card, right? That trick is everywhere. The worst fucking part of that angel slime is that the moment Chris Pratt did that trick, 1,000 fucking magicians on YouTube. Chris Pratt reveal trick. Chris Pratt reveal trick. Chris Pratt trick exposed. Lost my shit. I'm like, dude, come on, man. I mean, it's a basic trick, whatever. I mean, nobody really fucking cares about it. But come on, man. Give me a fucking break, dude. Like, that's the cheapest shit I've ever seen. Do I sound salty? I know I sound a little bit salty with that. Let's see if there's anything else here. That's good. Do you have any plans for your own deck design? Neo O. That's funny, Neo O. I do have a couple ideas. I do. I'm not a good... if you could see from my handwriting, which looks like someone with Down syndrome and autism. If you see, I can't... I don't have any good graphic design skills at all. So, but I do have a really, really good friend. Same guy who made the logo, same guy who made the last t-shirt I'm shilling out hard as fuck for. That's the same guy. He's fucking phenomenal. So if I could get him to make a card design, I'll definitely do that. But that requires a lot of money. And unfortunately, right now I'm not in a position to be able to invest in getting decks for that point. But down the line, you know, that's something that I'm definitely interested in. So there you go, Neo. Do you like Jarek 120 or JM? By JM, do you mean Justin Miller? Refuke? Ryufuck? There you go, Ryufuck from the hot Discord chat. Both, I guess, equal in my book. I don't like either one better. That'd be kind of weird if I'm like, oh, I like Justin Miller better. Yeah, he gets me hard. I know from the Discord chat that he does shit on other magicians, which is just hysterical. That shit kills me. Oh yeah, you were the one that told me about Justin Miller and Jarek's beef, which I just find hysterical. But you know, to each their own. Fuck them. Let me see. You're gonna have to shove this way up your butthole, Morty. Any Rick and Morty reference, I enjoy. Let's see. You talking about your diet makes me cringe. Thank you, Kiwi. I mean, I haven't really mentioned much about my diet apart from my love of cookies. But you can go fuck yourself. In a loving way. Pray for Marawi. I don't know what's Marawi. Hey, look over here. Where did you get your inspiration from for Everywhere and Nowhere? John Gustafaro. He has a lot of methods with that trick. Okay. Before I start turning into someone that has autism, that sequence where the cards change and you do that, you find the cards. He has a bunch of tricks with that same sequence. I just decided to come up with this version, but it's heavily based on his tricks, John Gustafaro. So he's another one that does a bunch of easy shit that just hits. It's punching stuff. So he's another one that's phenomenal. I highly recommend anyone looks John G up. Heather Whipple, what do you do for a living? Nothing, unfortunately, for the past 2 months. If you look at the How I Got Fired tutorial, you'll know. But I used to be a teacher. What's the ring thing called? Meth or Coke? That's funny. By Coke, I hope you mean Coca-Cola. Cunt. Let's see. Hello from Australia. Damn, I got some Australian peeps. I'm not going to repeat that, you cunt. The most British boy. You cunt. Ass, for sure, Heather Whipple. You said ass or titties? Ass or titties? Ass, 100%. Especially being partially wetback. I'm definitely an ass person. Have you ever seen someone... Thoughts on Magic Cafe, Mr. Kiwi? I think that it's a cesspool. I think it's a cesspool. I don't like the Magic Cafe. I did. I think a while ago they were fine. Maybe years and years and years ago. But it just turns into magicians pretty much shit posting on each other. I just don't like it. I don't like it. For some reason, everyone's uppity. You know, if you put something like my channel on the Magic Cafe, they're going to shit on it. Because it's just a bunch of people that are not in tune with I guess what's happening around them. They've been in their own bubble. I know that there's a lot of good stuff that goes on there. There's a lot of good reviews. There's a lot of good previews. But just the little people, the tiny minority, really do fuck up the rest of it. Everywhere and nowhere is my favorite trick. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like that shit. Tutorial on producing cards from a back palm. Yeah, I can't do that well. I mean, clearly, if you see from the, I can't do it well. You could see the cards hard as fuck. There you go. I do like this idea, though, that you have cards in your left hand, and you produce the same card, like this. You just go, hey, look, and then you drop this thing. You see what's happening there? You're just dropping those cards. I like that. But as far as this shit, I mean, one of my fucking heroes in Magic is Jeff Sheridan. That's one guy that I need to meet. I need to fucking meet that guy because he's pretty much one of the people that got me into Magic, Jeff Sheridan. He does all that palming and stuff and all those productions. He's the one that taught Jeff McBride. That guy. That guy's one of my fucking heroes. Are you a vegan, cunt? No, fuck no. Fuck no. Hey, from Puerto Rico, I'm a new subscriber. Just to hear a response from you, why should I stay watching my vids and stay subscribed? Harold Campos. Cause I'm a cunt, I guess. That could be a good reason enough. I'm kind of cunty. I think my channel's kind of original. No? Maybe? No? Yeah? I would consider it original in terms of the way I present these cunt-terrific tricks. But, you know, if you enjoy the shit, stay. I know there's a lot of people that have stopped watching this shit for many reasons. I welcome that too. I mean, shit, you can make your own decisions. I'm not here to tell you to watch my shit or not watch my shit. But I'm really grateful for the people that I have watching my stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm really, really happy for that. But if you don't like it, don't watch it. I'm not going to force you to do shit you don't want. So there you go. You stick around. Hello, man with a small dick. That's fucking great. Jesus Christ. Why call me a cunt? Cunt is a fantastic word. I really like cunt. I need to get someone or me to come up with all my, like, put a repository of Pigcake memes. I know fantastic is a good one. Cunt is great. I know I have other memes. The hashtags, that's a good meme. Actual autism, those are good memes, I think. So I definitely need to get on those. Keep them. It's all bullshit. There you go. This guy's dropping lines from videos here. Let's see. Eat a card. Okay. Actually, I'll eat one of these. I could eat one of these, just to be a disgusting fuck. I'm gonna eat that. Why the fuck not? It doesn't taste like shit. So who said that? Abner. You're welcome. I mean, it's fucking paper. But let's see. Wanker is better. Alex Cooper. See you later, cunt. See you, sir. John, I'm really attracted to your hands. I'm glad you showed one of your legs in the videos. You know, it's funny. If you notice, there's a tutorial that I do on a bathroom, like in a toilet, just because I wanted a change of place for it, like a change of venue. And I didn't realize you get to see how short I am from that video, because there's not really a lot of leg. So you get to see actually that I'm a short motherfucker. So I'll stay. Yeah, it's pretty original. Thank you, bro. I'm glad you like my shit. Can you do an anti-feral? Not if you put a gun to my head and told me to do an anti-feral, there'd be blood everywhere. You just get the shit shot out of me, because I can't do it for the life of me. It's fucking hard as shit. And you need a new deck, too. But I know that you spring them, and then that should be enough to create a gap there. I can't fucking do that. Not even close. You know, it's funny. Xavier Woods in his live stream, somebody asked him, might have been you, can you do an anti-feral? And he's like, no, I can't do it. And then he fucking did it. I'm like, dude, the fuck, man, you did it. Jesus. So now I can't do it. Important. Massage me so I could send you some deck ideas. Yeah, send me either a DM on Twitter or just email me, Maxi, if you want to give me some ideas. Ben Hayden, I used the double lift that you showed and got a girl's number last week. Pixar didn't happen, cunt. That didn't fucking happen. It says I got a chick, and I did the French drop. That didn't happen, cunt. Heather Whipple, did you get fired? I think I've said why I got fired a bunch of times, but pretty much I talked money with the kids. Like I had a class where they talked about other issues with me about school and education in general. Administration didn't like that, so they found whatever reason to let me go. So um, unfortunately, they let me go for that reason. But I would still be doing it if it wasn't for that. And I actually have zero regrets on that because fuck them. Thoughts on Danny D'Artis? Fucking great, man. He's another one that's fucking amazing. That I would fucking sit on his face or have him sit on my face. Danny D'Artis, he's I realize these live streams are turning into me sucking all these amazing magicians' dick verbally, but he's one that's fucking phenomenal. His mentality when it comes to magic, you can't fucking compare that. Jan May Pigcake, earlier you said a verbal force. Is that something that I was fucking with? No, I do. I do generally have a verbal force for the five of clubs. Um, I might put that out sometime, but uh, I mean, obviously, I don't have anything. I don't have a problem with putting a lot of original stuff, like stuff that I would obviously keep to myself on YouTube. But there are some things that I think do have value, like actual tangible monetary value, that I would like to sell. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But that's probably something I would sell along with other ideas that I have. So let me see. I think I'm high. There you go. That's nice. I'm pretty sure I'd die if he sits in my face. That's funny. That's fucking funny. Her name's Lizzie. Want to text her? I'm not even kidding. I promise. All right, I believe you, cunt. What trick were you and Xavier? Ooh, very close. What trick were you and Xavier Spade chatting about? I sent him an idea that I had. I have this peak, and I don't want to show it here. Fuck you guys. I don't want to show it here, but it's a billet peak. I've been using it for years. It's a way that you could see the entire face of the billet in a very fair action. I don't want to do it here because it's something that I've kept to myself. I think it's original. He said it's not. I believe him. I mean, the guy's a fucking knowledge. His knowledge of magic is fucking great. But I think it's original. I really want to see if it is. But that's something that I might put somewhere down the line. But it's just because I love these center tears. Richard Oslerman has a fantastic center tear. Troy Smith. I love peaks. I know there's the classic Acidus Novus peak, but unfortunately with that peak you can only see this quadrant or this one right here. I just wanted a way that you could peek at the whole card, and I've had this idea that I've done for fucking years, where you could see the whole card in a very fair fashion and give it back to them, and apparently it's very hands off. So I've had that in the artillery for a long fucking time, but I just wanted to make sure or ask him if it was original. So that's what I was chatting about, Troy. You're funny because you're an offensive cunt, unlike other channels. Thank you, Abner. So, fuck you. If you can sell one of your stuff, go for it. But I wouldn't use it anyways because the force would be in English. Well, you can translate it in Spanish. Jan May, the verbal force is just a play on kind of a stutter almost. It's really hard to describe, but it's just the way you say it that kind of makes people inclined to think of the five of clubs. Obviously, it doesn't work 100 times. Who are you? I bet Tyler Wilson $100 Canadian that you are Marty Gilbert. No, man. The fuck? Who's that? Marty Gilbert. Blah Laboratories. I don't know who the fuck that is. Angel Slime is a liar. Do it, fag. Do it, fag. Faggot. That's funny. Are you a Christ follower, hun? That's going to be a fun topic if I get into it. No, I'm not a very religious person myself. I respect it, but I'm not a religious person. Thank you, Poche Pagnob. I'm sure the Russian name there, it says the Russian genius is better than you. Thank you. I mean, he is in certain aspects. Obviously, you can't really compare because he's going to be better than me in a lot of things. He has a lot more moves. He knows a lot more moves than I do, certainly. So there you go. What do you think of Australia? We make kangaroos appear and koalas appear in your mouth when we leave by saying good day, mate. Jesus, that's a fucking lot. You're all sweet. I don't even know how to respond to that. Cunt backwards. That's funny. Why did you choose the name Pigcake? That's in the first opinion, the first live stream opinion. So I said that in the middle of it. You guys are gonna have to find it as to why I said my name, or why I came up with the name Pigcake for my channel. I think I have a note. I use Evernote hard as fuck. I have a note with other potential channel names that I was gonna be. So I need to find that, and maybe I might post it. Do some exercise. Thanks, cunt. Let's see. So there you go. When you were a teacher, did you teach cuntism? Yeah. Yeah, all these kids came out of class being a cunt. A little bit more cunt-terrific. I really enjoyed that. If I still have an opportunity to do that in the next school year, I would love to do it. Unfortunately, not the same school that I worked at, which sucks so much. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. I just think the timing was definitely shitty on their end. Because at least here in America, I don't know if the European people here, but the school year ends like in a couple days, even a couple days. So they let me go, you know, a month pretty much before school ends. So no school's going to hire you, cunts. Marty Gilbert is a magician without hands that fooled Pennant. Oh, you're a cunt. I saw that guy. He did like a color change. He did oil and water without hands, you cunt. Let's see. I see. How old am I? I'm under 30. That's my official answer to that. Angel Slam. I showed a trick to a girl and she left me and called me gay. That's the typical reaction to magic that I'm familiar with. Let's see. Milos X. I love the way you say count. Greetings from Poland. Quit the ear rape intro. That's funny. Mark Sealhammer. Support Pigcake on Patreon. Thank you, dog. Dropping some stuff. I do have exclusive stuff that just stuff that I would selfishly keep for myself on Patreon. Not to be a shill here, but all the tiers, each and every tier is open. So you pretty much see the same shit in all the tiers. So even if you give $1, you see all the videos. So it's not necessarily you need to pay this much to see it. You just need to pay like $1, and then you see all the stuff. And I put some good shit there. Not to toot my own penis here, but I think there's some really, really good shit on that. Watch all the episodes of Dragon Ball Super in 1 hour. I know that Goku fights Cell for about 18 years in real time, and when he does that. So there's no fucking way you could watch all of them in an hour, Masyun. Cunt. Do a hand spinner trick. Holy shit. Are you his hands? That's fucked up, Zio. I'm not his hands. Peace out. Agreed, and you deserve the financial support. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it tremendously. God damn it. Do an impression of Shin Lim. I don't know. He's hard. He's hard to do. How do I even do a Shin Lim? I'd have to do some like one of these, and then the whole fucking deck changes color. Like that would be my Shin Lim impression. Daniel Madison impression. I am Daniel Madison. And here is a trick. That's the best I could do. But they gotta stop murdering my name. Sorry, Rafiki. But Daniel Madison, what's he doing, dude? That guy's a character. He's not real. There's no fucking way Daniel Madison is real. I'm putting that right here on this live stream. That guy's not real. He's a fucking character. I doubt his name's even Daniel Madison. Because he kills me. His videos are fucking hysterical. I don't know if they're supposed to be hysterical. I know they're all dark and broody, but it kills me. That shit is funny as shit. Abder Wilhelm, what's your favorite video that you have uploaded? I have 2. Episode 2 is my favorite, second favorite video. And then my first favorite video is the dumpster video. I really, really like the dumpster video, if you look that up. So, I mean, I know that one got a bunch of hate. I've actually seen the video that got the most dislikes is the David Blaine one. And I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Because I think it's a good comment. It's a good comment to make. I think that if you put videos on YouTube for the sole sake of just pretty much, David Blaine trick exposed, Chris Pratt trick, I think you're a cunt. I mean, I'm putting my own stuff on YouTube just because I feel like I could, maybe inspire people to improve on the methods, to, maybe collaborate on methods, to improve on the methods, to have a place where my shit is. And if you're just trying to, like, for the sake of views, yeah, you're a cunt. So there you go. And I find, if by the way, it's very meta now that I realize, because by putting the video David Blaine tutorial exposed, I've essentially done the same thing, because the title is enough to kind of garner that clickbait. So I've pretty much done the same shit. So I guess you could say I'm a cunt too. Fuck you. Stop talking about the Chris Pratt trick. That's funny. Pig perspiration. If you want to see pig inspiration, DSP Gaming. I can't mention him enough. I find this to be a hobby now. Watching this guy play games and sucking dick at the games, that's my hobby now. It's fucking hysterical. Weston Smith. Let's see. Or pig inspiration. That's even funnier. Pig inspiration. God damn it. How is it to deal all day with the edgy kids watching my shit? I appreciate it tremendously. I can't say enough on how much I appreciate even the cunts that watch my stuff. I really, really enjoy. I'm, glad that this kind of opportunity came up, that I have, the chance to fucking show a bunch of, even if you're edgy, kids my shit. So, was the dumpster video fun to record? Did anyone see you? I did it on a Saturday, Abner. I did it on a fucking Saturday. And I made sure nobody was there. I had two other people help me out. One person throw the supposed diaper filled with shit and cards. But apart from that, it was really, really fun to film. I want to do another one. I want to do a whole series on that. But funny enough, I did that at the dumpster at my old school. So there you go. Let me see. Please, Daddy, say hi. All right, Andrew Garcia. I saw Daniel Madison laugh. Confirmed fake. Yeah. Madison isn't real. Let's get that trending. Madison isn't real. Are you secretly in love with iDubbbz? I like iDubbbz a lot. I like his stuff. I know recently he's been doing a lot of unboxing videos. Just because I feel like he's trying to get as many people to unfollow him as possible. I feel like he's doing that, and I still love him. Did you teach magic to your ex-kids, Luis? I did sometimes. I mean, when the opportunity arose, I did show some tricks and show them how to do some tricks. Let's see. Dominic Housted. Well, I'm a magician and I use a lot of your tips and tricks all the time. And if it means well, keep doing this stuff. You're a cunt. Keep it up. Give me a shout out. I just did. Thank you, man. Thank you, cunt. Did you ever remember the whole deck, Mario the Magician? I imagine in that broken English, you're asking me if I know a memorized deck. I do not. The only memorized deck I do know is what's his name? He made Lifesavers. Michael Weber. He does a no memory memorized deck. That's the one that I know. Like, you literally need no memory. And you could do the same tricks with it. So I definitely looked that up. Let's see. Do a collab with Chris Pratt. That's fucking... I mean, what would we do? He'd fucking sit on my face. And we'd film it. What can a magician do to build a career? Work. I mean, spade magician. Get gigs. Fuck. I mean, if depending on how you want to get noticed, do you want to get noticed by people to hire you, or do you want to get noticed by people to actually on YouTube? I mean, it really depends. But obviously, on YouTube, you got to do something that differentiates you from the rest. In person, you have to do something that differentiates you from the rest. Fuck. I mean, and you have to do things. You have to get on there and then actually, expose yourself to people, Spade. Chris Ramsey impression. How can I do a Chris Ramsey? I know Peter McClintock. I know his is like, hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? I'm sure you guys camera problem here. Does like he's very, very, very positive. Very positive guy. But I can't do this. I can't do a Chris Ramsey impression. Jack off that brown thing. These are just fucking. These comments have turned into. These comments have just turned into to just meme-tastic stuff. Headbutt your radiator. Nice. Let's see. What's the best way to learn mental tricks? Well, mental tricks are mostly the type that you kind of have to do to people. You can't just practice them to yourself. I mean, you could practice the like, for example, if it's like a billet switch, you could practice that. But as far as most mentalism tricks, you can't. You have to pretty much work on your. You have to work in front of people for mentalism tricks. You can't just practice them in front of the mirror and hope that you're gonna do it. So these sort of tricks, you actually have to do them for people. So as far as mentalism, you need to definitely work it in front of people. You can't just practice it by yourself. Astashis, that was for you. Oh, peace out. There you go. Yeah. Renee Lavon impression. Oh, one word for Chris. Oot. Yeah, that's the Canadian thing. Oot. So I took the garbage out. Or oot. That's the Canada meme. Renee Lavon impression. It would probably take too long to do a Renee Lavon impression, Jan May, just simply because all his tricks require patter that you need to memorize a book to do them. So he talks about like the sun and the moon and how, they walk together and there was a poet and all that. And I'm like, God damn. Still love him though. Still love Renee Lavon. It's a shame. I would love to have met him, but it's a shame the guy died. Existence is pain. Why should we be positive? Is that a Rick and Morty meme with the Meeseeks? Let's see. Any Pokemon? Card dumpster related. Max Mofo. God damn. Hey Pigcake, I'm a magician out of Utah. I really appreciate what you do, even if you are acoustic. But seriously, your channel is great. Thank you, dog. Thank you, Connor Roundtree. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. That's some hot stuff. Jump up and down. I can't. I'm sitting down, cunt. Let's see. Is losing weight a myth for you? Picterfuge. I see a bunch of stuff here. Losing weight. That's weird. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Pigcake. What can I do to be the life of the party? A live silence. I mean, you might want to change the name first. And then maybe you might get invited to parties. What can I do to be the life of the party? Jesus. Bye, I'm going. See ya, dog. Valerino impression. I don't have a woman here, but Valerino impression would definitely involve me probably getting some sexual stuff. Oh, when I got that Roja, got that negra. That's funny. Jan May with the, because he does that one-handed oil and water trick that anybody could fucking do it better. I mean, he could do it better than anyone. Fuck, that guy's fucking amazing. Pig, are you a co-abused because of Kosia Kimlat, or that's not even a question, dude. Do you stick the Casey Neistat tripod? This is the tiny one. I'm using the other bigger one here to make sure the shit doesn't fall down. Jay Sankey impression. How can I do a Jay Sankey impression? Jay Sankey circa what, 1990 or Jay Sankey circa 2017? Because I need the edgy tats. You know what? I'll do it. Let me see if I could do a Jay Sankey impersonation. First of all, you need the tat. So I know that there's some weird shit on it. And I know he has it on both hands. I mean, so that's right off the bat right there. That's my Jay Sankey impersonation. And then he does this cut a lot. He does this thing. There you go. That's my Jay Sankey impersonation. Fucking kill yourself. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Ha! That's fucking fantastic. Let me see. I see something here saying Discord. Raise. That's something here. People are saying raise on Discord here. Let's see. Pigcake, and I have a deck of cards. Usually I mean, obviously one of the things that I like doing was giveaways. I can't do those for the time being, unfortunately, but when I do have the opportunity, I'll have way more giveaways for those, because not only is that an easy way to chill out and get people watching your shit, but I do like the ability of giving people stuff. Generally giving people decks, especially people that are just getting started into Magic, or even people that are fucking veterans of Magic. It's fun to do. So when I get the opportunity, I'll definitely do that again. It's just that now, unfortunately, it becomes too costly. There's some Parasite stuff here. What is the reason you're not moving the camera? What is the reason behind you? You are not moving the camera. What the fuck? Are you buying a male romper? I just heard about that trend. And I fucking want to kill everyone who wears a male romper. If you are a man and you wear a romper, you need to get some definite stuff checked out. It's like a one piece. It's like a one piece for men. I don't understand how the fuck you could wear that. I'm sure it's comfortable, but oh, do a Taylor impression. All right. That's my Taylor impression, Chris. What to do when I'm fighting the stress, like I'm always shaking and unable to present myself well? That's actually a good topic. Holy shit, it's only taken an hour and 35 minutes, 25 minutes. So it's natural. I mean, you're going to get the shakes regardless of how much experience you have in Magic. I know Brad Christian before said, "Oh, it's energy. It's just it's energy you can convert into doing." I don't think so. I think it's a natural reaction to have. Even if you're going to talk in front of people, if you're going to do something that's public, obviously Magic is something that you practice a lot. So when you do have an opportunity to show stuff, Mr. Proxy, if you have that opportunity to show people the tricks, you're going to be nervous. It's natural. I think that you're nervous for the first 3 minutes, typically, and then after that, you're fine. Everything becomes nice and normal, and you're not shaking anymore. But I think the best thing you can do is realizing it's a fucking trick. I mean, not to sound existential here, but you are a speck of sand in a universe that does not give a fuck about you. You could quote me on that. You are a speck of sand in a universe that does not give a fuck about you. So you are doing tricks, an entirely human creation, on somebody else, just for the sake of fooling them. So you got to realize that it's fun. I mean, even if you fuck up the trick entirely, if you find the wrong card, if you drop all the cards on the floor, you're sharing this human connection. So there shouldn't be anything to really be nervous about. So as long as you realize that, then everything's gonna be fine. And then nothing could ever go wrong because even if you drop cards, whatever, they're fucking cards. If you don't get the name right, reading your mind, you didn't get the name right, whatever. I mean, if you're getting paid, if you got a gig, then you do have that monetary nervousness. But in most situations where you're doing tricks just casually, there's really nothing to be worried about. Again, if you are getting paid, you better fucking get that card right, motherfucker. But apart from those situations, I don't think there's any reason. Since when did you develop the stuttering problem? I don't have a stuttering problem. It's a meme. That's a secret. That's a Pigcake secret. I don't have a stuttering problem. It's a meme. I is a fucking funny name. There you go. We want to see you pull a card out of my asshole. Card out of. Is this what's happening here? Card out of ass. Okay. There's a lot of card out of ass happening here. Do you play games? Not a lot. I don't really play a lot of video games. The last game that I played is Breath of the Wild, and I beat the shit out of it. And then I realized, I only beat 20% of the game. So there you go. Can you teach somebody a technique to think of a card and bam, they got it? Well, that trick that I have on the channel is fucking great. This one, the think of a card here, that's one way to do it. I do have a couple methods. Not to be an asshole, not to be a complete shill here, but on Patreon, I do have a spread force. That's one of my favorite things that I've ever come up with. It's a variation on just a peek. I mean, this is the standard peek. You have someone call stop, they peek at the card, yada, yada, yada. You could do either this thing to peek at the card. So you say, call stop anytime you want. You riffle off, obviously keeping the break. And then when you revolve the deck, you get a peek. I like that, but I just thought that doing it from a spread is a more natural thing. So on Patreon, there's a video explaining how to do just that, how to get have somebody apparently think of a card just using that method and being right. It's not It's not one of these forces or one of these chance tricks where you have somebody think of a card like this, and then it's pretty much guaranteed if you do things certainly right. So I would look into that to be a little bit of a shill. Hey, thanks for your videos, cunt. Thanks, Raffo Lamau. Anus is leaking. Have you seen Jay Sankey's new tattoo deck? No, I haven't seen that. I hope that's not a thing. Let's see. There's a lot of what's your favorite sexual position? I named that earlier, man. You guys. I see some Nutella memes here. How does that mental shit where you touch one person and another person feels it with eyes closed work? I imagine you want me to tell you how the psychic kinetic touches by Banachek works. I mean, there's a bunch of methods for it. There are some that don't involve apparatus, like invisible string. I know Banachek had a Penguin Live lecture recently where he talks about a really fucking phenomenal way where people apparently you could get 6 touches on the person that they don't even realize. But Mertens, it's not my method, so I really can't show it. But look it up, psychokinetic touches. Let's see. Pigcake, do you ever have anyone copy? Because a ton of people copy me in school. What do you do when that happens? Copying you? Preston, in terms of what? In terms of just your personality or in terms of your tricks? I mean, you're going to have people do that. I mean, fuck. It's a nature. I mean, especially on YouTube, you're going to have people copy your shit. Iani, can you tell the story of the 4 jacks? You're dropping old school Pigcake here. The how to tell a story with magic. That's one of my favorite videos too. Have you ever touched the spider's vagina? Said Pat Connolly. The dank memes here are phenomenal. Holy shit. These are legitimate. God damn it. Let's see. Could you make a tutorial of the Triumph effect? I put my own version of Triumph on the channel. I realize I sound like a broken record saying the same shit here that about do this trick, but I did put my own version of Triumph. That's pretty much somebody has a card picked, stuff happens, and then you say, oh, okay, I'll tell you what, let me mix the cards up here, face up and face down. Of course, y'all getting the best angle for this, but see, look, I'm mixing cards face up into face down to face up there. See, so cards are going all which way around, and I'm gonna put your card in that mess. I'm gonna put your card in that mess there. See, I'm gonna fix it in 1 second here. You ready? Here goes. I fixed it. See, look, all the cards turn over apart from one card. What? Is that your card? Yes, that is your fucking card, cunt. I'm turning this into ASMR. I'm sorry, but that's I explained that in a trick here, in the channel. So Juan Ortiz. Do you know the history of the man from Nantucket? That's fucking great. I love that Pharaoh Shuffle version. You wrote Pharaoh like Zaro. Like Zaro, which is that whole thing, which I just fucked up completely. Actually, no, Zaro Shuffle is like you do that slip cut, which I just butchered. And then you do this. You know what? Let me bend the cards up so that doesn't look so bad. But the Zaro, from my understanding, is that whole thing. That's actually not the Zaro, sorry. That's another version of it. But you wrote Pharaoh like Zero, which I found funny. But that is a good version. I do like that version that I put up because you do that subtlety. Not to get spoilers into the method here. But I do like that because you have the subtlety of saying, oh, look, you have face down cards going into face up cards. That's a fucking phenomenal subtlety. And of course, all you got to do is flip this card up and you're good. You are a broken record. We got you figured out. Thanks, cunt. How long have you been doing YouTube? It's going to be a year now. Almost in, I think in July, it's going to be a year. Which I'm very happy about. Because I had no idea that I would get, this sort of people watching my shit at all. So for sure. And how long do you plan to do this? As long as I can. I mean, if I'm not dead, I hope to do this shit. The only problem is if, well, the only difficulty now is that it's not something that's financially feasible for the time being. I'm sure it can be if I just, I'm patient. But if it becomes something like that, that would be fucking amazing. That would definitely be fan-fucking-tastical. It's a funny fucking name. Let's see. Do you wear pants in your videos? Yes. Yes, I wear pants. Let me see. Sexual dandruff. Thank you for that. Mr. Proxy, thank you for answering Pigcake. I would like to know if you know any good books for someone who's starting learning mentalism. 13 Steps is, the go-to. Obviously, people recommend it, not just because they want to sound smart, but 13 Steps of Mentalism is a fan-fucking-tastic book. Trying to think of another one. You know what? Believe it or not, Mentalism for Dummies. It's pretty good if you get your hands on that. It just has basic shit, but, I mean, you could turn basic shit into amazing shit. So 13 Steps is definitely a great thing. And then Richard Osterlin does a whole set on that. Can you perform Odyssey? I can't because this is the worst angle. So if I do it, you're going to see exactly how it works, and then I become a cunt. Pat Connolly, have you ever tried fingering a goldfish? Not as hard as fingering a turtle, believe it or not. Let me see. There's a card on the bottom. Yes, the Sep. Thank you. There's a card on the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Hearts. Let's see if there's something hot here. Bottom deal tips. I don't do a good bottom deal. And especially now that there's a fucking heat wave in this goddamn room. But the best advice that I could give is just the grip. The grip of the deck is really the thing that sets it apart from the most of the rest of the bottom deals. So usually I see a lot of bottom deals done like this. You want to have your middle finger up here. And another good tip is to bend or buckle the bottom card. That separates it from the rest of the deck. So that when you do, if you do decide to do this whole thing when you align the cards and then do the strike, then, it looks a lot better. But my bottom deal is definitely nothing good. The only time I do that bottom deal, is in the context of that center deal trick, where it doesn't matter if I do a shitty bottom deal because the cards are supposed to be appearing like I'm taking them from the middle of the deck. If it looks like I'm taking it from the bottom, I mean, it doesn't matter. Again, it's something that I'm doing openly. So that's really the only time I do a bottom deal. But if I had to rely on my bottom deal, and it was 1920, I would get shot. If I had to cheat and actually do it, I would get the fuck shot out of me. So my bottom deal is definitely not good, David Q. Let me see. Are you an atheist? If yes, I will suck your dick. And the funniest thing is that I hate the most is fat. Okay, some good old racism here. And not racism, sorry, good old love here. I'm nothing. I mean, I'm really nothing. I'm not an atheist. I'm not a believer. I'm just there. I'm a pig. Let's see if there's anything good here. Have you ever performed Dark Slide by Chris Ramsey? I have not seen it read. I have not performed Dark Slide by Chris Ramsey. Can you give shitty advice and make it a series? Just give the wrong tips or some shit. Fine squash. That's funny. I should just come out with a trick that's impossible. Explain it and then have people follow along and it's a piece of shit. Second deal tips. Moisture helps. Not to sound like a fucking weirdo. But moisture helps you have that grip, especially in this hand, so you don't whiff it. I mean, you also want to have as small of a brief as possible. But the thing is that you're not really performing for fucking... you're not doing it in the back room, and you're not cheating. I mean, you're not doing like a fucking... You're not cheating a card table, all right? You don't need to have the perfect fucking second deal. I know it's recommended that you don't kill your wrist, but there's nothing wrong with killing your wrist as you do the bottom deal, especially if you're doing it in the context of like a fucking magic trick. I don't really have a lot of tricks that I do with the second deal. I mean, I know it's a good method for getting a card you know, to a certain number if you want to do it for that. But I think there's too much heat on the deck to do it. I don't really have any uses for it, which is why I don't do it. Senna, as in the F1 driver. I'm sorry, Senna. Jesus. I do have an Omni deck. I have one that's really, really old. But it's a great trick. Let's see if there's some hot stuff here. Some hot tips. Do you know any shapeshifter variation? Well, funny enough, the shapeshifter is actually a variation on the original one. The original one was done like this. It was done with the face to the spectator of the shapeshifter. That's the original way. Obviously, I'm performing for this from here for this. So the shapeshifter was done originally for that. It's like a weird thing. You go, hey, so you see the card? Now it changes. Haha. That's how the original shapeshifter was done. Then they brought it down to this side. I think it's good. I prefer the shake change, which is that one. Just because this does leave you in a position where it's kind of vulnerable. Like a small tree monkey that just got abandoned by its mother. But as far as the shake change, you're just holding the cards in where the pips are. Your mom's favorite finger is there, and then as you do this, I can't censor it. I'm sorry. Hopefully they won't take the monetization away from it. But if you use your finger here, that spins the card over, and that's a really good color change. Now, of course, you don't want to do it, you know, like this, because then you're left with this situation and you look like a fool. But obviously, you have the deck there. You do the change and you put it back on the deck to reiterate how fucking amazing it is that the card changed. Oh God, I don't know. Come on my face, Pigcake. So there you go, Nico. That's my shapeshifter. That's a shapeshifter. Let me see if there's some hot stuff. Drink bleach, Femiscum. Hot dick tips. I have meme master here. You fucking meme-orific. Do you know how to deal? Serbian Wizard. Do you know how to deal Royal Flush blindfolded with a borrowed shuffle deck like the one in Palanteller Show? Watch the David Blaine video that I have on my channel, and that will explain to you how to do that trick. If you watch that David Blaine video on my channel, that'll show you exactly how to do it. But you gotta watch closely. Tips on the pass. Tips on the pass. Yes, I'll show you some tips on the pass. And I say the same tip every time if somebody asks me. To slow it the fuck down. That's the best tip you could do. And what I mean by that is slow it down when it comes to actually learning the move. When you're doing it, obviously, you don't want to do it super slow. But you want to learn where your fingers are placed. You want to learn you need the muscle motion. You need the pretty much the hand to learn where it is that it needs to be. So you want to slow everything down when you're learning it at first. You don't want to do it quickly. You don't want to just jump to the gun. So that's the best advice I could give you. Just do all the motions, but slow it the fuck down. And that's going to be the best way to learn the move. A lot of people focus on speed initially, and you're going to fuck yourself in the butt if you do that. But if you just slow the move down, it's going to be infinitely easy. And you're going to figure out one day, after practicing a lot, that you're just going to be able to do it and not figure out how the fuck, how you got to that point. But it just takes a lot of practice and a lack of social communication to get a good pass. I saw another one here that's good. Can you do a hot shot cut? Yeah, I could do the original one from, let me just make sure here, from Art of Astonishment. Hey, that was shitty. I'll do it again. Hot shot cut. Fuck yeah. Boom. Daryl. R.I.P. Dog. That's the hot shot cut. Hi, I'm back. Did you answer the 5 of Hearts question? I did. I didn't because it's from a video. It's from one of the earlier videos. Mark Seal Hammer. It's from I forgot which episode I did, but it's one of the earlier videos that you see why I hate the 5 of Hearts. Fuck him. Any Magician Fooler? I really don't know a lot of Magician Foolers at all. For the reason being that I just don't see the point. I mean, Magician Foolers you're only going to do to get some, like, pity head at a magic convention, and I don't see the point of knowing all these tricks that fool magicians. If you do a trick that happens to fool a magician, better, but I don't think I do or I make tricks just to fool magicians. I don't see the point of that. Let me see. Try not to be so rude for 5 minutes. I think I haven't been rude in the past 5 minutes. Since we're talking about the pass, how do you hide one? Well, there are different ways to hide the pass. So if you, that really depends on what you're doing. I know that there's a jiggle pass, which is done under the guise of just kind of squaring the deck up. Now, you never want to do a pass with the deck squared. You don't want to just go, hey, buddy, because then fucking Ray Charles could see it, and he's dead and black, but that's beside the point. But as far as you want to do something to cover the action, so there's dribble passes, there's riffle passes. I know Greg Wilson. There's a backstage pass by Greg Wilson. He does that. It's great. Maybe you're showing the cards, and then that covers your pass. The dribble pass is one of my favorites because it's very easy. If you want, you could delay it too. You could just dribble the top packet and then actually do the pass itself. But there are different ways to cover it. You just kind of have to be creative and look up different ways that you could cover the pass. But you never just want to do it raw dog, as they say in the hood. You never just want to have the deck squared and go, hey, buddy. So you want to do it under the context of either squaring up the deck or something else, Zio. Do a fact so you won't have the good answer. Good idea. Do an FAQ so you don't have to repeat the same answers. Well, I mean, you could just look at the previous live streams, and that should do your shit. Let me see. I always perform the Herman pass. Well, the Herman pass is good, Mr. Proxy. But when I was learning this whole stuff, I just did it like this, and I realized how retarded that looked. So obviously, the best way to do the Herman pass is the turnover pass. So you want to do it under the context of a turnover pass, because that way, I think it's an expert card technique that they describe it as the best pass because it's pretty much covered from most angles. Another one is the Midnight Shift by Steve Drawn, which looks like that. I remember a while ago I thought of this thing. I thought of that as a pass. Obviously, I'm in a weird angle here, so it looks kind of like shit. But you just have to come up with your own variations, your own ways to do it. But you can't just do it raw dog and expect people not to see it. How good is your dribble? I mean, it's a fucking dribble. Boom. Look at that. ASMR. Here's the dribble. What you do is that you get the cards and you dribble them. And people get hard because of that. And when they get hard, they click the like button. And they click that submarine button. And then you get a lot of people following you because they like this sort of shit. Fucking weirdos. Fucking weirdos. Have you found a new job? Offense? No, unfortunately not, for reasons that I've already discussed here. Let's see. Cascade control? No, I can't do that. What's on Patreon? Well, I just put exclusive videos. So shit that's not on YouTube, I'll just put on Patreon. Again, not to beat the horse with a stick or a dick. But it's just some stuff that I think that, stuff for the paying customers. That's what I put on Patreon, John Melendez. Let's see. Odysseus. Katakis. Well, since I have magician friends and we practice on each other, it's nice to be able to show them a trick. Yeah, it is. It is. I don't have a lot of magician friends. I don't have any magician friends in close to me within proximity that I could just show tricks to. But it is a good feeling to fool, someone. I have known magicians before, or people that were more or less interested in magic in the same way that I was. It is great to show them something and fool the shit out of them. But I don't stress about it. I mean, if I make something up that does fool them, better. If I don't, I'm not going to, kill myself for it. But I'm not going to make up a trick just specifically to fool magicians. Riffle fan. I can't do a riffle fan. I've tried. Let's see. How do you decide whether video goes on YouTube or Patreon? Well, a lot of my ideas, as far as stuff that I've come up with, variations, I'll put on YouTube. I'll put most of them. If there's stuff that I've particularly cared a lot for, stuff that I am selfish about, I'll put that on Patreon. It might not necessarily fit your style, per se. The stuff that I think is fucking worthy of that. But the stuff that I put there, I think for sure is stuff that is worthy of, being behind a paywall. So that's kind of how I decide, Finn. But I mean, I I'm really appreciative of the people that are on Patreon giving me that support. But if you can't, you can't. I'm not gonna force you to do it. But it's still a good thing because you get some really really good stuff, and I get some of that cheese. So let's see. Thanks for your spin on Magic. Thanks, dog. I don't know who Zach Mueller is. So Zach P, you're so funny. So fucking funny. I don't know if you're talking about me, but I appreciate it. Haven't made the 5 minutes. Sorry. Damn it. I can't help but be rude. Serbian Wizard, any advice for an original coin matrix routine? I don't do matrices. I know that I've come up with a couple different ways to do it. I know Daniel Garcia has a very good way to do it, barehanded, which sounds sexual. But I'm not a fan of the matrix. I'm really not. Let's see. Do you know any sites for magician purchases? I live in Poland. Yeah, that sucks, Mr. Proxy. It really does suck because, European shipping is a lot. I wish that Penguin and Illusionist had, European factories. I don't know if they do. But, I mean, I'd pay the cheapest, and I'd wait. I mean, for those things, it's... I pay the cheapest for shipping and then gladly make the wait. But as far as that, it kind of does suck that you're far off from anyone that does create magic like that. Odysseus Katakis, favorite porn star? I like amateur porn. So I don't think they have real names. Well, they do have real names, but they're not there. Trick with your foreskin? Bringing it back, right? If that's a good trick. Torn and restored foreskin. That's a Patreon exclusive. Fuck. Can you do the riffle fan? I can't stuff sheep. There's just some certain country that I don't spend time practicing for no other reason than just time and effort. I don't really want to put super bunch of effort on just something that's looks fancy once. Are you on the verge of killing yourself? I do not. I'm not. What's your opinion on Mia Khalifa? No butt. I've seen her in person. She has no butt. That's my opinion on Mia Khalifa. TNR foreskin. I'm sure Jay Sankey is probably on it way before I am for torn and restored foreskin. The thin spring. The fuck is a thin spring? Let's see. I've already answered this. I'm an asked person. Can you do a pressure fan? Yes. As a matter of fact, I'll do it with this shitty deck because pressure fans are good for shitty decks. This one's kind of rough. But pressure fans are really, really good for shittier decks that can't usually fan because you're not spreading the cards based on the fact. I mean, these cards have gone through everything. I'm pretty sure these cards have some Vietnamese spittle on it, but it's still the pressure fan is made for decks that don't fan well. It's actually harder to do with good decks because they tend to go everywhere. But it looks so sexy. First time I saw a pressure fan was actually in the 007 film. He has a tarot deck with all the same card. The lover, the fuck me card, and then he does a pressure fan with the cards. And I'm like, if this guy doesn't swim in pussy, but he has her take out a card, and obviously it's the lover card, and then they start making out. But my favorite part is that then the camera pans and it shows that all the cards are the lover cards. So. R.I.P. Sir Roger Moore. Yeah, fuck. Another guy. Roger Moore. That guy. Jesus. Unfortunately dead. Adam P., if you could do one trick for the rest of your life because you were really autistic, that'd be funny. Nobody would watch me do the trick if I was autistic. They just be like, "Who's this fucking weirdo?" Actually, funny enough, not this has nothing to do with what you said, but it reminded me of this. I went to New Orleans a couple years ago, and the people do busking and street magic there. I saw a guy do his set for no one. He was doing a magic set, and he was really fucking good. He had like a drum, he had a drumstick, he had sponge balls. He's doing all the tricks to no one. He was just doing the whole thing, and I was looking at him from afar, and I'm like, God damn, that's fucked. Cause he's doing really good stuff. He's doing like the flip stick move with the drumstick. It turns into a sponge ball, and I'm just looking at him, and there's nobody watching him. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay, it's sad, but I mean, fuck. If you could only do one trick for the rest of your life, it would be Back in Time by Jay Sankey. I think that trick is amazing. The pattern's perfect, the timing is perfect. It has two fucking amazing moments when the deck reverts back to the same position, and then when they look at the card in their hand and it ends up being the card. The story's perfect. I think that's as close to a perfect card trick. Do you still have the deck you used? Yeah, I still have the deck with the Jesus head cheese. Zio Benedetti is right behind me, but unfortunately the sunglasses might reflect. So, but it's literally right behind me. Can you give me an idea of deck last long? Gabriel Shenevgosh. I just raped your name. It depends. I mean, I think you know what it was. Even Jarek, he had a video years and years ago saying the best thing to do to make your decks last long is to wash your hands. A lot of times the dirt from your hands transfers to the cards, and that's what makes them last as little as they do. So if your hands are clean and you don't have this Eastern European spit on it, then your cards are gonna last way longer. So that's something you should definitely do. If you don't have the opportunity, carry hand sanitizer. But the cleaner your hands are, the cleaner your cards are gonna be, and the longer they last. So that's something you should definitely do if you want your cards to last longer. Especially these decks that are fucking $15 for just because they have a pattern design from just because it looks like I'm trying to think of something rude to say. Just because it looks like the back design was drawn by a 7-year-old Vietnamese child doesn't justify the price. There you go. Do you think you can fool Penn and Teller? The sad part is you could just buy a store-bought trick and fool Penn and Teller. I know that there's a deck of cards that they sell that's like $500 for a deck. That's pretty much entirely, I don't know what the technology is in it, but you could have somebody, cut a card. You could have somebody look at a card, and you could be in an entirely different room, and there's some sort of communication that happens between that and your iPad, and you can know what card they pick. So something like that would fool them. So you just have to do something that is on the market that's, fooling. If it fools a typical magician, it'll probably end up fooling them as far as something that's recent. But even then, Teller's fucking phenomenal. He'll probably figure it out. He'll murder you on it. Let's see. I've never done a gig. I've never been paid to do magic, Adam P. So I've actually never been a professional magician. I've always been an amateur, unfortunately. Do you have any tattoos? John G, I'm going to tell you the same. Are you John G? The actual John Gustafaro? If you are, I love you. If you're not, which you probably aren't, I still probably love you. But I don't have tattoos for the same reason that I mentioned in the last live stream, which is why would you want to put bumper stickers on a Ferrari? That's a Sebastian Maniscalco joke. What time is it? It's 11:30 in Britain. For me right now, it is, I'll tell you what time it is. It is 6:28 where I'm from. So it's the Eastern time zone. You're not, John G. Can you do some cardistry that will arouse me? Yeah, I could do some cardistry that will arouse you. I hope you enjoyed that. Greetings from Germany, cunt. Thank you, Enton. Bye, have to go. See ya, dog. If you win the lottery, what is the first thing you'll do? Probably invest, because I'm not a dumbass. I'll probably invest some of that money. Savings. So it's not like I'll buy anything. I'll just invest. I don't know too many people. You see these people that used to play football, and they made millions of dollars, and they're broke as shit now because they didn't invest. MC Hammer. Motherfucker, that guy spent an entire, lifetime. He made, I think it was worth 100 and something million at one point, and he ended up spending most of it on a mansion. He had a crew of 20 people following him. Yeah, I won't be like that. You got to be smart about it. Favorite deck, bicycle deck. It's available everywhere. You could fucking, you don't have to spend a shit ton of money on it, and you could do the same tricks. I mean, damn. Let's see. Sorry, pig balls. How's your tats? I don't have tats, man. Wayne Hennessy. Can you do a Greek shift? I cannot do a Greek shift, unfortunately. I didn't even know that was a thing. Montana Mulbacher. Hey, great job with the tutorials. I use them on people all the time. They love it. Boom. I got some fucking love here. Thank you, Montana. Hitting me up with that love. David Q, you know that overpriced Bayside Magic Shop? I do. I do. That's a tourist spot, though. That is a fat tourist spot. And I don't know the company that does it. I think it's Magic something. Shit. Tent? Magic Tent? Or something like that? David? But yeah, that is so fucking, that is so ridiculous. You should get a P.O. box. I've thought of it. I was actually going to do it, but that, it's actually not that expensive either. I thought that, Blaine Turon, I thought that it was going to be more expensive to get a P.O. box. To get a small one, it's like $26 a year, which is nothing. To get a bigger one, so to get more packages, it's a little bit more expensive. But I would definitely love to do that. The only thing that's preventing me from getting a P.O. box and having people send me shit is that they will actually send me shit. They will send me literal shit in a bag. And I'll open it and probably vomit all over. And I mean, I'll make a viral video, that's for sure. But I don't want to touch shit. So I'll see if I could do that. Best way to palm a card? Ooh, Mr. Regal, best magic channel out there. Thanks, dog. Thanks. I should become a cam whore, where anytime somebody gives me a compliment, like something vibrates inside of me, I should do that. Actually, I won't. That's an awful idea. But somebody asked me something, and I went totally ADD. Oh, best way to palm a card. Well, obviously, there's the top palm. There's that. There's the top palm. You could do that. That's kind of the easiest and most efficient way. If I ever do a palm, which is rare, it's always in the context of something. So if the spectator's looking at something over here, that's when I'll do the palm. If not, then my go-to is a cop. I'll just cop the card out. I think that there's so much to it. I know Daniel Madison is big on the cop. He's also big on the cock. Big on the cock. You get it? It's a dick joke. But he's big on the cop. He does it in a lot of his tricks for good reason. You're covered from a lot of angles, believe it or not. Even though it seems like it's very angle sensitive, you are fucking covered from a lot of angles. Can I do a card twirl? I hope you enjoyed that. It's a funny meme. That's a card twirl right there. Ooh, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. I answered two things with one. So Senna Reed, that's a palm. Road to 10K subs with no content. Fuck you. If you got 10K subs with no content. I've seen these channels that they come up and it's like, hey, let me get 100K with no content, and they have like 90K, and I'm like, god damn, fuck you, you sneaky motherfucker. Well, this video originally was a force. If you look at the first 20 minutes, sorry, not a force, a way to control cards, and then the last 2 hours has been pretty much answering meme-tastic questions here. Terrific. 2 hours. How much longer can I do this? Let's see how long I could do this before I just die under these fucking lights. Let's see. $20. Thank you, God of Cows 123. I appreciate it. Buy you a pizza tonight. That's some hot shit. I'm gonna buy a pizza and then I'm gonna fuck. I feel like the longer this live stream goes on, the weirder the shit that I say goes. The weirder the shit. But thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you, God of Cows. I might just buy a pizza. Oh, damn. Fat dollars for Pigcake. That's funny. Thank you, sir. Dollars. My favorite is Ken M. His spelling of dollars murdered me. He had a meme that he said, look it up, Ken M. But he said that his cousin's a cop, so the way to get out of the ticket is by throwing dollars at the cop's at the cop's feet, and then you'll get away from a ticket. Funny enough, I am a scam school cunt in that I bought, they had a set of 3 things. They had like a knife, a card knife, a multi-tool, and a get out of jail free card that I put in my wallet. That motherfucker stays in my wallet. I haven't gotten put over yet, but when I do, I'm going to bust the get out of jail free card, and let's see if that shit gets me out of a ticket. So we'll fucking see that. Dude, you're so funny. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will definitely keep it up until the day that I die. I will probably die on film. Do you have any interest in Ray's Rise? Slayberry, I don't. I know this guy was shilling it yesterday, Xavier Spade, but I have no interest in that. For the simple reason that it's just, to me, there's nothing that I could do with it apart from the ambitious card. And my ambitious card is already kind of set in stone as far as what I like to do with it. But the only way that I would like to learn it is for the original way that it's done. And somebody mentioned too, and yesterday in Art of Astonishment, it's either volume 1 or 3, page 71. There's that trick that it's originally done for. The way that trick, it's pretty much, you have them think of a card, you out-jog a card, and then you do the raise rise technique, so that when your hand comes down, this card gets swapped out for the thought of card. But I think that there's a bunch of easier ways to do it. I mean, if you force... Ooh, I'm giving you guys a hot tip here. Fuck. I'll do it anyways. God damn it. If you have somebody think of a card from a smallish bank of cards, so they think of one of these cards maybe, you control this to the bottom. And then you could use, for example, let me start here fresh. You have somebody think of a bank of cards. You look at the bottom card, right? 10 of diamonds. You put this bank in the middle. So now that 10 of diamonds is your key card, right? So they could have picked any card. Remember, this card goes on top of the bank. So they could pick any one of these cards, pretty much. They could have thought of it. So what you're going to do is you could do a touch force. I think I explained that wrong. Let me go back here. I haven't done this in a while. But if I remember correctly, I think you actually know what this bottom card is. That might be how it is. So that when you cut this to the middle... Well, the case in point is that if you have a known bank of cards and you out-jog the first one in the set, for example, the 8 of spades, let's say you thought of the 2 of hearts, right? What you could do is... I fucking hate that I'm showing this because this is actually really good. I'm explaining it like shit now, but this is actually really, really good because you're using the rest of the cards as an index, right? So if they thought of the 2 of hearts, all I do is that I close the spread up, I get a break right there below the 2 of hearts. This is to them. So if I close this up and turn this card over, I've pretty much done a touch force on the 2 of hearts to myself. So you're kind of using a bank of cards as an index here for a thought of card trick. So it would make sense if you see the thought of card trick, Mr. Slayberry, from Art of Astonishment, but that's a good way to do it. Just a tip, thank you. Just a tip. Good point, dog. Do you have a pet? No. No, I don't have a pet. I'm sorry. If not, you'd be hearing a lot of fucking barking around. Let's see. Enton. Honestly, I know you like about 2 weeks, but I've watched every one of your videos because you're so funny. You are now my favorite YouTuber. I'm glad that I'm somebody's favorite YouTuber. Thank you. Thank you, dog. I appreciate that. Killing the game here. Can you call me a cunt burrito night? Yes, you are a cunt burrito night. Copper palm, cop. Mr. Slayberry, thanks, I was sick. I know there's a better explanation for that. But what you could take out of that is the idea of having a small bank of cards thought of, and then using the touch force as an index. I know that can't be original to me. I know that can't be original to me. But the touch force, by the way, for those of you guys that don't know, is you have, for example, let's say you want to force the ace of hearts. You have a card touched here. As you square up the deck, you keep the break. So you have the break back here. You square up the card that they touched at the same time that you lift up at the break and you show them. and that's your force card. So that way you get a very clean force. That's a touch force. That's done face down. But when done face up, you can have a lot of possibilities with that. So that's something that, you know, I've sat on. I got called a cunt. Yes, enjoy it. Let's see. Thank you, Jan May. Do you think I'll get in jail for fucking a student? Depends on your age. You sick fuck, Iani. And your country. Because in some countries, you could be 6 and get away with that shit. Well done, Adam P. Thank you. Can you do Jackson 5 by Dan and Dave? I can't. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. Taught a cool coin routine on my channel. Think you would... Are you plugging your channel, Ryan? You cunt. You know, it's funny that I've noticed that YouTube does. YouTube censors people that show their channel on other people's channels. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. That's some hidden YouTube shit. But YouTube, if you look at your comments, they'll, without me doing anything, it censors and it puts the spam and deletes automatically comments of people shilling their shit. So if you put like a comment saying, "Hey, watch my shit," it automatically takes that out. I saw that. I noticed. I got a bunch of that, and then I'm like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" John G, what do you think of Trump? Damn, this is gonna get political now. CJ Backflip, do you like Now You See Me? I thought Now You See Me was probably one of the fucking worst movies I've ever seen. The first one. I haven't seen the second one. But it's just shit. There's only one trick in the entire movie. And it's the think of a card. You got it? All right. Is this your card? No. Cha! There's your card now. It's the standard David Blaine one that he did from Street Magic. Long time ago. And with a snap change. It's the same shit. So I didn't like that thing at all. I thought that it made Magic look really, really bad. Utaka Gaming, hey, watch my shit. Fucking. You'll dig it, I promise. Favorite YouTube algorithm proposition you ever got? What do you mean, like when you get... Because, you know, I've also noticed when you get some subscribers, like when you get a certain point, you get a bunch of emails from people saying, "Hey, I'm part of this network, I'm part of that network, we're interested in talking to you." The first time that happened to me, I was like, "Oh, shit, yeah, fuck yeah, let me talk, man. What are you interested in? What do you guys want?" Because I'm like, you know, didn't realize that everyone gets those. So then I realized, oh, okay, all right, I'm not going to fucking talk to a network because they're out for their own benefit. I know that there's some benefits, but no thank you. No fucking thank you. Let's see. What I use Premiere. I use Premiere. I like Premiere a lot. Weston Swim. Premiere is really good. I thought it was gonna have a hard learning curve. I mean, I've made videos my entire fucking life. That was one of the things that I really enjoyed doing. I made a lot of videos in terms of just stupid shit for school projects, for a lot of stuff. Weston. So. You know, I remember making stuff on like Movie Maker and being like, this is the greatest editing software. And then I jumped to other stuff. I had a Mac for a while. Now I have a Surface Pro 4. That is the shit. I only regret not getting the i7. I got the i5 like a basic cheap cunt. And I regret it because it takes like 20 minutes. I can't do 4K. I would love to do 4K. But unfortunately, this i5 lags at 1080. So that's unfortunate that I didn't make that, because if I would have gotten the i7 processor, I would have been able to do fucking 4K, and you would have had some dope dollars videos for this. But unfortunately, I regret that. So that's that. I mean, that went more than what you asked, but let's see. Networks are cancer. Yeah, I've noticed. They're not out for your own good. Did you notice the guy that gave you 20? Yeah, of course I did. I'm very grateful. Let's see if I could actually do this here. Sponsor, yeah. Sorry, hold up, son of a bitch. Yeah, there you go. I just saw that. Yeah, I saw it. Are you gay? No. I know I make a lot of gay jokes, but I'm actually not gay at all. I like vagina. do you perform the same pattern on YouTube as when you perform? If so, how has it gone down? Similar, very similar pattern. You got to realize I'm not a professional magician, so I don't think that this would be anything that would be something that you would want to do if you're a professional magician. Obviously, the tricks, yeah, adapt them to your own style. But the way I do things is the way I am. I mean, that's how I am in life, in real life. But as far as doing tricks for people, whenever I have an opportunity to do tricks for other people, that's how I am. I'm not gonna change that. I'm not gonna call them cunts, but it's just the way I speak. Thoughts on vegans? Eat meat. Eat meat. Solito Marco. I mean, fuck, dude. How could you not like some chicken? How the fuck do you not like some chicken or some beef or some, like, goddamn. I know PETA, there's an episode of Penn and Teller bullshit on PETA. Obviously, you don't want to base your opinion on just one episode of a show, but if you look into PETA, that they kind of promote that whole vegan movement, they're fucked up. They are just the fucking worst and hypocritical. So, how many hoes do you get daily, Jonathan Lee? I have one hoe. I'm a man in a committed relationship. I want to never see your face. No offense. Thank you. Thank you, Burrito Night. What age did you start Card Magic, Crows Vossum? I started at 11. I'm less than 30 right now, so I started at 11, so it's been a long, long time. Ryan Carlos, clearly. I just finished 2 shows and used a lot of your stuff. Very practical. Yeah, that's the thing that I like. Not to toot my own dick here, but I don't like tricks that are not practical. I like to kind of stick to the most practical stuff. So if I'm gonna do a trick, it's gonna be one that either the setup is minimal, or that you don't need a setup. Or you could just call the cards. There's a couple tricks that I put on the channel that I'm gonna put some more. I love that stack. God, I don't want to tip more on that, but there's that stack there's one of the videos that's like all the cards of you get all the core cards, and they're like Jack, Queen, King, Jack, Queen, King, Jack, Queen, King in order, and you put them on top, and then you could force picture cards and then do a lot of stuff. I'm gonna have a couple more tricks with that, but that's the most intensive, like the most preparation I'll do for a trick. But those are fucking great. I'm glad you enjoy my shit. So actual pattern is not a meme after all, Jan May? No, it's not a meme. What it is a meme, but it's more reality. Let me see. You cheating on me? No, I'm not cheating on you. Free will. See, that's another meme. Being in a committed relationship is the gayest thing you could ever do. Yeah, if you're sucking a dick and you're a guy. That's there you go. Sing a song. I hate to say it, but the song meme and some of the videos, I stole that from iDubbbz. Yeah, I didn't want to admit that, but the song memes. So if you guys see a lot of those stupid songs that I'll sing, I stole that idea from iDubbbz, blatantly. Ammon Belly, that stack trick is so good. Yeah, I have a lot more tricks with that little stack, especially because it's very easy to force. Verbally force in a very fair fashion the chord cards. So you do something with that, and that's fucking phenomenal. I have a lot of tricks on that. Let me see. Are you on Instagram? No, I'm not on Instagram. I think iDubbbz is really unfunny. I find him hysterical. How much can you bench press? I do body weight stuff. I have some like little bitch weights, 30 pounds, 30-pound dumbbells, Solito Marco. I don't know how much I could bench press, but I could do a shit ton of push-ups. So if that like isn't indicative of how much I can bench press, I guess. But I don't actively go to the actual gym. Is enlarged genital warts a meme? It's a meme. That's a definite meme. Watching cutting time trick. That's the trick that I put today. That's a really, really good trick. Richard Sanders, the way he did it was from a slop shuffle. So if you don't know what a slop shuffle is, his was pretty much you call the cards to the top. I think he might have controlled them to the bottom. And then you do the slop shuffle, which is this whole thing. And then I know that he corrected the cards and did a pharaoh shuffle to distribute the cards. So then those cards are the ones that turn face up in the deck. I saw in the comments that it was 52 cards had a version of the trick. I saw it today, and yeah, I mean the principle is a really good principle, but he forced the cards. I used the John Bannon ace cutting thing to cut two of those cards. Oh fuck, I hate dropping stuff. That's like deep insider Pigcake stuff. But using that as a prediction, an ace cutting trick as a prediction, and I have a couple ideas with that are really really fucking good. iPhones, maybe something with iPhones. Don't want to say much more, but using that method of having them cut three packets and then that's a really good one. Another thing that you could do, which is a variation, I'm gonna drop that here, is if you control the cards to the bottom. There's a trick that I put up, a tutorial I put up a while ago describing the Marlowe bottom deal, like a self-working bottom deal. If you do it that way, it also works out great too, because you could do this thing and do the bottom deal and show off the bottom cards to be the cards that match the time. So you could do it that way. The hardest thing is just to get the timing right. If you could suck one dick for the rest of your life, who would it be? I can't suck a dick. It's not about being gay. It's just a commitment you have to do to be able to suck a penis. I can't have those commitments, and I can't do that. $4, Senna Reed. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Dropping them hot. What value is that? What's the is that like pound? Is that pound stuff? I got some hot Pigcake dollars here. Some hot dollars. Can we make this a meme? I want this to be a meme. Dollars. That word fucking kills me. But thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I appreciate the shit out of it. Dollar hype. Weston Smith. That's a 4-pound. There you go. Hot dollars. Mark Cobain. Contest soon. Again, right now I'm not in a position where I could do contests or giveaways. I did for a while on the channel. Obviously when I had a fucking job. But, you know, when obviously I do get another job teaching, hopefully, this upcoming school year, then I'll do definitely a lot more contests for sure. Because same thing I said early on, I really enjoy, not only is it a cheap way to get people watching your shit, but it's also, I enjoy giving people stuff. I really do. It's not like, that's not a joke, like a stupid meme. I really do. So I like that I have the ability to, give decks to maybe somebody that wouldn't otherwise. And yeah, I mean, before I've sent decks to like fucking, I think Asia once. I think one of the giveaways that I did initially, the person wasn't fucking Asian. I paid like $15 for shipping or whatever. I didn't care. So I know I sent one to Europe. I sent a bunch to United States, but I can't do that now, unfortunately. But contest, I mean, when I can, I will. That's my answer to that. Let's see. No, that's a meme. This right here it's a dead hand. It says, I've used that in the dumpster video. Jose Antonio Arenas. I said your name. French dollars. Yeah, I like that meme, the dollars meme. Your trick got me drunk as cunt for free. Is that a clickbait, Gabriel? Did you do ever tricks for your students? Yeah, I did do tricks for the students. I did on occasion. Whenever they had like decks around, whatever, for whatever reason, I did show them. I worked at that place for like 7 years, 5 years as a teacher. And I kept it hidden for the first couple of years because the kids called me I wore glasses. So the kids were like, oh, Harry Potter, because they can't fucking come up with humor, with like actual jokes. So you see a guy wearing glasses and the first thing they say is Harry Potter. So I definitely hid the fact that I did tricks for that reason. Hi, Pigcake. I just subbed. Charan Singh. Well, hey, sir. Nice to have you. Glad to have your presence known here in this cunt stream, live stream. Asian or Latina? Latina. Come on, Solito. La fucking Tina. I need good films to watch. Watch The Keepers on Netflix, Mr. Proxy. Watch The Keepers. You'll be fucking pissed watching The Keepers. God damn it. Fucking great thing to watch. Brandon Guillen. Saludos Pigcake for life. Where are you from? Because you said que pasa compa, which I mean compadre, right? Short for that. So where are you from, Brandon? This is the longest stream ever. Yeah, I mean I could go on for a while if you guys have some legitimate shit. I could go on for at least longer than this. Glad to answer from the PK community here. Oh, Mexicano. Damn, man. I'm a different wetback. I'm sorry. I'm not Mexican. I'm half of a different style of wetback. So for me, it's acere. Don't take movie advice from a person that said Leslie Nielsen is the best actor ever. Ah, you bitch. How could you say Leslie Nielsen is not the greatest actor? That guy's fucking phenomenal. You know, also, not to be a fucking, but not Inception, god damn it. Interstellar, god, I cried in that shit like a bitch. I watch Interstellar at the end when he's looking at the videos of his daughter that she sent her, I lost my shit. So that's another one of my favorite movies. But Leslie Nielsen, Jan May, is a fantastic thespian cunt. Too many Latinos on the stream. I don't think there's a lot of Latinos on the stream. Opinion about Mark decks like Keepers, Madison. They suck dick, Mark Cobain. I have the Bicycle 1800s. I bought like 6 of them. Like they're still unopened in my shit. I bought a bunch of them. Their markings suck. I showed you guys in the last live stream my favorite Mark deck. It's like the Gambler's Mark deck. I put it on the description. That one is phenomenal because there are 3 markings on the deck. I mean, it's not obviously here, but there's a marking here for the card, like the actual card. There's a marking here for the position of the card. And then there's a marking here of the card above it. So there's 3 markings on it. So you can know not only if somebody cuts, for example, to this card, not only do you know how many cards they're holding, you know the card they're holding, and you know what this card is based on just the markings on the back of the card. And for $30, cheap as shit. I'm sure they have a version because I know you're from Italy. I'm sure they have a version there. But if you can't get down, anything by Boris Wilde is amazing. Or you know what? A hot tip: red Sharpie on bicycle. You'd be surprised with what you can mark on the back of a bicycle. And I don't mean the standard bullshit. I got gypped on eBay buying a marked fucking deck because it was a marked bicycle deck. I bought it on eBay and it said, "Oh, very similar to the very similar to the Ted Leslie and Boris Wilde version." I'm like, okay, I bought it. And then when I got it, and then it ended up being the same bullshit where you block off certain spots, and I got so pissed. But if you get a very thin red Sharpie, you can actually write the card on the back of a red bicycle deck. You could write, for example, 3 of hearts, really small, where they can't see it, but you know where to look. You mark it on both sides. And, you know, you go through the whole deck like that. You have a fucking marked bicycle red deck. All you need is a small Sharpie. Now, the cards necessarily can't be super examined, but the ink is similar enough that I've had a couple decks that I made up with that, and, you know, nobody's ever mentioned anything about it. It's very similar. Once you know what to look for, you know what to find it. But that's a really good tip, and it's way better than blocking off certain spots of the cards. I fucking hate that. If it takes you more than, if you look at a marked deck and you have to stare at it because you're deciphering what clock, what position the fucking, that's bullshit. So there you go. Just watch Scam School marked deck. It's good. It is, but it does that thing. It uses a block system, meaning that if you block off certain parts, that's the marking. I had a system that I thought I made up years ago that is just in the position here, down the length, because I want to be able to look at the spread and then know immediately. So I had a thing up here, so I just put notches on it. So for example, this notch is an ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down, and then clubs, hearts, spade, and diamond. But I realized, no, the best thing to do is just fucking go brazen. Just write them, literally the card there. There's no reason not to. Favorite Heat team. Favorite NBA team. I said favorite Heat team. That's funny. Favorite NBA team. I don't really watch a lot of basketball, man. I mean, when the hype is real, I watch it. But I'm not really a huge fan. Do you like the Monarchs? They're good. I mean, they're the same finish as these cards. They're not really bad at all. They're meant for, like, farrowing. They farrow really well. I just fucked that farrow up, but they farrow really well. They also spread really well. So, yeah, but this is the same shit, Yanni. Dollars meme for you on Twitter. Thank you. I appreciate the dollars meme. Let me see. Fast and Genius decks. I don't know about those, Marco Bain. Did you play any instrument? Piano, a little bit. I mean, but by ear, nothing like official. Also, I played the viola for a long time. I played the fucking straight up viola, hard as fuck. But not really much in that. Tacos or quesadillas? Quesadillas for sure. Chicken, dog. That's what I'm about. Give me some of that chicken shit. I'll fucking eat that. Tips to make your girlfriend reappear? I mean, that's a hard one. Depends. Money. You gotta have money to make your girlfriend appear, Kiwi. Why the gay rings? Thank you. Well, this one, I think the symbol looks cool. This one is the standard M ring that some magicians wear. So, there you go. More BBC tricks. Unfortunately, I can't do more BBC tricks without risking monetization on my channel. So I can't do a lot of those. Favorite soccer team? I don't watch soccer. I watch more basketball than I do soccer, Willie. James. I don't know if to say your last name, James or Jaimes. So sorry, Willie Jaimes. I don't watch soccer. Would you like a cunt sandwich, DM Magic? You're using my memes here. Funny enough, show something with the M ring. La Careta, David Q, are you repping La Careta as opposed to Versailles as the greatest Latin American restaurant? Cunt. But sorry, the M ring is that I bought from Magic Makers was actually sold as a holdout device. So it's sold as a way to hold out coins and cards in your palm like that without palming it. This one you can't do. Even with the M ring that I bought from Magic Makers Inc., it's a piece of shit. I already said this earlier in the stream. It rusted. The ring rusted on me. This one, I don't take these off, and they've never done anything to me, and they're not expensive by any means. But that ring actually rusted on my ass. Sharon Singh, can I get a shout out? It's my birthday. I doubt it's your birthday, but I'm sorry. Happy birthday, cunt. I don't know if you remember the video, but that color change where you drop the card on the table is mental. Can't do it for shit, though. What do you mean drop the card on the table, Jan May? How old do you think people should be to watch your videos? At least 13. I mean, if you're 10 years old and you're watching my shit, I mean, Zio, yeah, you're pushing it. Hello, Pub Crunch. Tricks to do at a party? None. Don't do tricks at a party. I mean, unless the idea of you as a magician is brought up and you could do something that doesn't completely look lame as shit, then, But if you go out of your way to do a trick for people, like, hey guys, I'm gonna do a trick here, just for you guys. No, don't do that. Limitless sharing. Have you used loops before? I made loops. Yeah, I remember years and years ago, the Penguin Magic came up with something called $1 Million Loop or $1 Million Knot, that you could literally it shows you how to tie a loop. I used those. Those were fucking phenomenal. My only issue is that they get dirty quick as shit. So it doesn't make sense to buy the actual loops by Yigal Masika. I know that he has new ones now that are way stronger, but they just get dirty. You get lint on them, and then you could see it turns into either floating. If you put the dollar on it, it goes from floating dollar to floating lint. You have like a piece of lint that just here magically floating. So I'm repping. What's up with it, David Q? La Gareta is not a good restaurant. All right, Sergio's, bitch. Let's see. Pussy review at 20K. Can't believe I'm so close to 20K. Y'all killing me, man. What's that on your inside forum? This was me making fun of Jay Sankey's tattoos. Earlier in the stream, a lot of weird shit's happened. A lot of weird shit has happened. So I made fun of Jay Sankey's tats. That's what it is, John G. Pussy review at 20K. That's what I was saying. I can't believe I already have 20K. I'm really, really happy with that. And it's weird because up to 20 has been way faster than getting 10K. And I think that's because I'm just... it's funny to say, I have an opportunity that I got fired, so now I can make videos every day. But I don't think that if I didn't get fired from my actual job, I would have been able to make videos every day and, get to at least being close to 20K right now. So I'm at least grateful for that. Let's see. Let's see if there's something here. You should do a collab with Jay Sankey. I would love to do a collab with Jay Sankey. I would fucking do that. Hold up. The color change you said was originally used as a switch. You hold the cards in your thumb and square it up with the deck, at the same time dropping a card below it. The color change you said was originally used as a switch. Fuck. You hold a card with the thumb and square it with the deck, dropping the card below it. Shit. I mean, the closest thing that I can think of there is this thing. That thing? Is that it? Jen May? That's Justin Miller's change, by the way. That's Justin Miller's change. I mean, obviously you could see it. You could see it from this angle. But that's a great fucking color change. That's a great change. Is that the one you're talking about? I don't know if that's the one you're talking about. Might be. Might be. Favorite comedian magician, Bill Malone, David Williamson. They're fucking great. Williamson has there's a DVD, a DVD magazine. I forgot what it is, but he has an interview that he just talks about all the shit that's happened to him. And, it's just crazy how much his dad's death affected him, and it's really deep. But I watched it and I was like, damn. Blaine Truon, am I going to see David Blaine on tour? If I have the opportunity, yeah. I mean, if he's close to where I am, yeah, for sure. Let's see. Bike or skateboard? I mean, if you've seen the other videos, Brandon, I have a fake-ass Casey Neistat boosted board, which busted on me so fucking bad. Acton. That's the name of the board. Acton board. It was like cheap when I first bought it compared to new boards. I've had to duct tape it. I had to solder. Well, not solder, but work with the electrical of the skateboard to make it work. The controller got fucked. So I had to rewire the controller with an external battery pack to make it work. Fuck. I put work in that motherfucker. So I prefer skateboard. And I prefer running. Favorite bad movie, The Awesome Kiwi. The fucking worst movie of all time is Mall Cop. I stand by that statement. Mall Cop with Pop Art is the absolute worst trash movie I've ever fucking seen. Every time they did parkour, I cringed my life away. Louis Yu, I'm new to your shit. Thank you, man. I'm glad you like my stuff. I'm about to leave. What should I go do? Hopefully not kill yourself. That's what you should hopefully not do. Are you tired yet? It's 7:07. Is it 7:07? Yeah, you're right. No, I'm not tired. I'm not tired. I could do this as long as you guys want some shit answered. See, this started as hey, I'm gonna do a quick 15-minute live stream of a control here that looks kind of cool, and then it turned into 2 hours and 37 minutes of me answering memes and doing this. But I like this shit. Mall Cop 1 is the worst fucking one. Any YouTube magicians to watch? Matt Sprouse. I love Scam School, but typically if I'm gonna watch magicians on YouTube. I like watching old clips, like old videos, like Ed Marlowe, Slidini. I know there's a lot of old stuff. That's what I like watching on YouTube as far as magicians. I'm at work. Can you shout me out, cunt? Okay, Eye of the Beholder. There's your shout out. Your cunt-terrific shout out. Oh, hold up. Wait, I'm at work. Can you shout cunt so they'll fire me? Oh, there you go. Okay, that's what you read. I read that wrong. Lotion, dude, lotion. That's funny. I imagine by Bali song you mean a switchblade or the fucking thing. I only have one butterfly knife. I missed the control. Well, I'm gonna put the archive of this on YouTube. Obviously it's on YouTube right now, but I'm gonna put the archive, Jason Chadwick, so you could see the first 10 minutes of me explaining that. Actually, it was 2 videos because the first 10 minutes was me trying to figure out my fucking Wi-Fi, and then I explained the control. So I'm gonna put that up when I'm done with this live stream. So let's see if there's hot stuff. Santa Reed, I'm fucking off. See you later, man. See you, dog. Thank you for those hot $4. Sena. Let's see. I'm both introvert and extrovert. John G. Let's see. I can't describe it. It's this. You hold the deck of mechanics grip, pinky below the second card, top card between. You simulate dropping that card, but really you drop the second card. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's from early on. That's the Marlowe retention switch. That is definitely, that's what you're talking about. It's the Marlowe retention switch. That shit. Obviously, I can't do it well from this angle, but that's the one. That's a great one. It's very angle sensitive, but if you get it right, it looks fucking nasty. As a regular switch, it's also really, really good. That's not the best way to do it. But as a regular switch, it's also really, really good to do. But as a color change, it works even better. But again, it looks like shit from that angle. But if you get the right angle, you got to be with your left side towards the spectator. Jan May, it's good. Top or bottom? Bottom. Power bottom. Jan May's talking about a Marlowe switch. Yeah, Dylan. Yeah, it's the Marlowe visual retention switch. Tips for improving spread qualm. So I've been ignoring you. I'm sorry, Dimono. I've seen that, but I just forget. The spread call. I told you the best advice. I have that video. You don't want to stop if you're going to do a spread call. What I mean by that is that, for example, you don't want to make it apparent that you're doing something sneaky. The easiest way is by doing that slider, by getting that slider principle. So if you have this sort of action going, so if you have one card that's already spread called, and then you need to spread call another card, it becomes infinitely easier to do because of that slider card. It's just sliding on top of it. So you put less pressure with your thumb, because if you notice, you need to press with your thumb here, and then that's what allows you to sneak this card out from the back. But really, it's practice, Dimono. It's a lot of practice. But once you get that move down, it's a fucking amazing move. Go to effect. Go to effect is I back in time, and there's a video that I put up on the channel called my go-to trick. That's it. Those two tricks. I broke my dick. Sorry, man. Sorry, Anton. Let's see. Diagonal palm shift. Do it. I mean, the closest that I got is this thing. That's the closest I got to the diagonal palm shift. And from this angle, it looks like hot shit. I know you could do it with multiple cards, right? Let's see if I could drop that. Oh, shit. And I fucked that up. I mean, that's the closest I got to that. Thanks. Love your vids. Thank you, Dimono. Can you do the dick palm? My urethra isn't big enough to do a dick palm, unfortunately. I've tried to do that. Funny enough, I remember when I was younger, I was trying to find magic stuff online. Like trying to find just magic videos. Obviously, when I was younger, I was like, 15-ish. Internet was still kind of weird back then. But I remember I was looking for stuff specifically, and one thing that came up was a naked guy with a card coming out of his dick. I remember, I think I found Magic Exposed or something. I was looking up, Magic Secret, and the fucking card's coming out of his dick. I'm not even kidding. Thanks for answering. Keep up with the hilarious comment. Saludos. Thank you. Same to you, dog. Thoughts on a side steal, Casey Lewis? For a second, I thought that said Casey Neistat Magic. I was going to say, hey, the fuck are you doing watching this bullshit? I like the side steal. I don't do it with a full palm. I don't like that. The side steal that I do, I use kind of this modified Tenkai palm. And that's kind of the way I like doing it. If I do decide to do it, but I don't like... I'm not a huge fan of it. I mean, I know that there's an argument, obviously, here. If you're doing a double undercut to control the cards, it's a control. You're controlling the cards. It's a visual control. The side steal is done so that they can't see the card, pretty much. Or it's nothing supposedly happens, so it's not about control. It becomes more about magic, per se. But I'm not a huge fan of it. I'll just double undercut. I don't give a fuck. Or a pass. I don't care. Because, I mean, a pass they can't see. I know you're shifting an entire half just to move one card. It doesn't matter. I mean, if they can't see it, they can't see it. So there you go. What kind of live stream is this? It's a fucking live stream, Isaiah. What else do you think this is? Are you, I mean, fuck, dog. I'm just going on random streets to roast people. Roast me, motherfucker. I'm waiting for the roast. Cunt. I'm just going on random streams. How did you find the stream, Isaiah? Just out of curiosity. Oh, you're not answering. All right. Pussy. I'm kidding. I don't know you. You might be a pussy. Let me see. How long did you work on your past, David Tosovic? Years and years and years I worked on my past. But it's something you could do just on the, you know, it's not like you have to spend a lot of time doing it. You could just do it whenever you're bored, whenever you need to just fidget your hands. But it took me a long time to get that pass, a really, really long time. It's not to say that it'd be probably shorter for you. I mean, with less practice, but just for me, it took me a little while. Oh, wait, hold up. What, you answered back, Isaiah? It says, but I never saw a stream like this, so I'll just shut up and watch. Nice. Oh, I thought you were going to roast people, cunt. I mean, I'm not that hard. I'm not that hard to roast. I'm really not. I'm a very easy person to roast. What is that fucking piano noise in the background? Oh, shit. That's not me. That's, I think those are the neighbors. That they are fucking putting some music that I'm not necessarily a fan of. I'm not a good roaster anyways, to be honest. Pussing out. Pussing out. No, I'm kidding. Well, this, obviously this is a magic channel, if that's the first time that you see this channel. So, let me see. Kickstarter for a custom deck. Yeah, I've thought of it. I have a friend, the same guy that designed the Pigcake logo on the last shirt that I put on the Teespring shit. He's the one that designed those. I'm going to have him come up with some sort of design for the cards. But I'll see if maybe on what do you call this? On Kickstarter, if I could do that. But not anytime soon. That money in the background, that's a $2 bill. It's actually a $2 bill. Let's see. Imagine eating a pig cake. Yeah, it'd probably be disgusting. A fucking pig cake would probably be disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I'm a fan of pork. But fucking pig cake? Ugh. Let's see. I told the story of why Pigcake on I think the first live stream. So you guys can look that up as to why I came up the JK576. I told you why. I didn't want to. I thought it was a funny story, a funny private story, but fuck it. But it's on one of the live streams. Love the way you say cunt. I like the word cunt. The hardest slight I know is the pass. That's definitely George Jimenez. It's the hardest. That and my penis are the hardest slights. Because my dick gets hard. Okay, I'll stop. But the pass is definitely the hardest thing I know. I know people say is the like the Pharaoh. Nah. The pass is definitely the hardest motherfucker. What trick do you carry in your pocket? I don't carry shit in my pocket. The only thing that I do have in my pockets are things that I carry around normally. So I'll have these sort of business cards in my wallet. I have just a stack of them for stuff. For any time the situation arises. I generally use these for myself, whether or not to take little notes or to write little stuff, or maybe even to throw away gum. I don't know how many times I've been chewing gum and there's no napkin nearby, so I just get it and stick it here. So I use these generally for those reasons. So I have them in my wallet, they're natural. But guess what? You can do billet stuff with them. You could do a bunch of shit with them. So they're business cards. If you go to Office Depot, you could buy them. They come in sheets. You literally like bend them, and you could get a bunch, and you could do a shit ton of stuff with them. Do you have flash paper? George Jimenez, $2. Have my babies. Thank you, sir. I appreciate those hot dollars. I need to do a thing that every time somebody drops some hot dollars, some stupid shit comes down. a stupid meme comes down. I need to do that. I'm sure that'll drive me crazy, but it would be hysterical. Mr. Slayberry, if all your subscribers dropped $1, we could get some Pigcake decks for July 4th. I mean, that'd be dope. But again, it depends on how fast this guy that I know could work on a deck. I'm sure he could probably come out with something nasty quick. My idea so far, hopefully before nobody steals it, but I like minimal stuff. So for example, this is like the presser deck, right? By the way, this is the wallet from Anthony Miller's Triple Threat wallet. It's one of my favorite wallets. But this is the presser design. What I'm thinking is something very minimal. Very, very minimal. So if anything, it might be just a pink back with the pig here, like the just something piggy here, something piggy here. But I don't want to go crazy as far as design. I think that would be distracting, and it would look better in a minimal sort of sense. Something like Daniel Madison's decks. But that's my idea if I do come up with a deck, Mr. Slayberry. But thank you, sir, whoever that was that just gave $2 hot in my way. George Jimenez, thank you. Appreciate that, dog. I'm about to roast you. Adam. Dog can't spell, but he's about to roast me. Please shout out Anthony Warjatala. Holy shit. All right, dude. I can't even say your last name. But there, I shouted you out. Can you anti-feral? I cannot do an anti-feral. Yeah, well, you're at that ad voice reader, so it reads the text. I know what you mean. Isaiah. Let's see. Favorite trick that doesn't make you look like a faggot in public. Damn. Well, I mean, most tricks make you look like a faggot in public, unfortunately. It just depends on how you play them off. But I think that if you go out of your way to show someone a trick, so if you're like, hey, look at me, here's a trick, you're a cunt. Don't do that shit. So if it's organic to the situation, then do it. But if you have to go out of your way to like Peacock, who's this? A prank invasion. If you got a prank invasion your way to do tricks, you're a cunt. Let's see. Is this a video about card tricks, Isaiah? Damn, man, you're dropping this here. This is not. Well, this is a channel for card tricks and tricks in general. But I'm a little bit of a cunt. So, I mean, I guess that they're different than other channels, if you gotta explain. I think the one sentence to explain my channel is Miss Mag on crack. So, Miss Mag 822 on crack. That's the best way to describe my channel. I love Scam School. I love Scam School, Demono. He's fucking great. Brian Brushwood, he's fucking phenomenal. I really love the fact that he's been able to do it so consistently as so long as he's done it. But I fucking love Scam School. Let me see. Can you give me a shout out, Umar Mubin? Holy shit. Too many shout outs here for stupidity. Mad Tapper, would it be marked? I think that would be way difficult to do. If I want to make a cheap deck. If I want to do, again, this is all hypothetical. I mean, I can't do this yet. I can't do this now at all. But if I did have it, I would love to make a separate marked deck. I would love to do that. But as far as like the first generation deck, I don't think there's any way I can make that marked and not sell it for a stupid amount of money. Just in terms of trying to make that money back and then try to at least get some sort of profit from that. But it's the first generation, I don't think could be marked at all. And then even these minimal decks are really, really hard to mark in a way that's good, like to my standard. So, for example, I wouldn't want a marking like, I know that Daniel Madison has a deck. I think it's the Rounders. Might be the Rounders. Are they? No. The ones that have kind of like a pattern, they're marked, but the marking is shit. It's like one of the markings that they're blocked off on certain cards. They're shit. So I wouldn't want to have that. So if it comes to that, and I have to do a marking like that, I'm not going to mark them. Let's see. Notice me, Senpi. Hey, there you go. Sounds hot, Demono. If I see one of your shit, let me know. If I see one stuff on your video. I mean, on his video. I sub to the Pigcake, so that makes you an official pig cunt. You are. Mario Alegria, what do you think of YouTube and revealing secrets? Well, the secrets that I reveal are my own secrets. for the most part. I don't, and if I do, please let me know. If I call me out on it. But the stuff that I show on this channel, I either credit to the magician that came up with it, or it's a variation on something that I've come up with myself, Mario. So I'm not gonna expose shit on YouTube that's not my own. And if it's something that I show that's from someone else, I think that I've added enough of a variation to it that I feel like it is fine for me to show because it's a completely different idea than it was when the original magician came up with it. But I won't ever fucking put a video that reveals somebody else's shit just for the sake of clicks and views. I think that's bullshit. I think that if you look at the David Blaine video I put, that's my opinion on it. I think that if, for example, a magician does a trick on TV and I put a video saying, oh, Matt Franco card trick exposed, I'm not going to do that. That's a cheap way to get views, a cheap way to get clicks, and there's no point. That's not helping magic at all. So that's my opinion on YouTube. But if you're putting tricks that are your own on YouTube, if you're putting things that you have variation on, there's no reason why not. I mean, look at how many people, not to brag, but I mean, I don't have a lot of people watching this shit, but I do think that I have a good number of people watching this stuff. And, for the most part, it's, people are doing my tricks. They're making variations of them. And that's the great thing. That's kind of what I wanted. Have you ever fucked a goat? Nope. Never fucked a goat. Blaine Truon, collab with Miss Mag, I hope. I mean, I hope. I love that guy. Tips on how to end a stream. Nice. Cunt. Let's see. I'm sub now. Do a face reveal. I'm not going to show my face. My face is an asshole, so I can't show it because then they take out monetization. Let's see. Why is there a dead squirrel on your desk? That's funny. Are the rounders really marked? Dealers. There you go. They're the dealers. That's the deck that's marked, John Melendez. Thank you. They're shit. They're good deck. They're a great deck. But if you're gonna buy them for the markings, don't. They're shitty markings. Felix Avila, show us a super secret magic move. What's super secret magic move? What the fuck are you talking about, man? Yeah, my videos would get ad restricted if I showed my face. My face is an actual asshole, so I can't. Do you know what Miss Mag looks like? Nope. And I want to stick it that. I want to keep it that way. I like the mystery of not seeing his face. What's the most embarrassing thing I've done it in my entire life? By the way, Mario Trevino. Hi, Pigcake. Hello, sir. The most embarrassing thing, I think I shook a guy's hand and he didn't have a hand. That's the most embarrassing thing I did. He had a nub and I shook it and I didn't realize he had a nub. So Lito Marco, that's the most embarrassing thing I've done in my life. It's very awkward. Let's see. Favorite sports? Anything mixed martial arts, wrestling. Mark Cobain. I love wrestling. I love mixed martial arts. I love football. Football, American football, by the way. But any one of those I fucking love. That's why I love V for Vendetta, because they didn't show his face. Yeah, I mean, fuck. I just think that there's a mystery to it that I definitely enjoy. And from the start when I made this channel, I didn't really want to show my face. And it's not for any other reason. I've already said that if you show your face, it is, statistically proven that people are more likely to trust you, and therefore it's a lot easier to grow your channel. And obviously it gives me opportunity to do the bullshit clickbait thumbnails with the open mouth. I call it the Evan era blowjob face. But I prefer not having that and keeping the mystery of not showing my face. I just like it. I like the appeal. So I'm sorry. Let's see. Would you wear a mask if you collab? Funny enough, I mean, I won't. If I go to like a magic convention, Matt Tapper, I won't hide my face. I won't. So if you recognize me, you recognize me. I probably won't admit it. Hey, are you Pigcake? No. Never heard of him. Who is he? He probably has a small dick. Fuck that guy. So I'm not gonna. He does tricks on YouTube and he shows how to do them. Fuck him, piece of shit. So if I go to a magic convention and you recognize the rings, I won't admit to it. What's your real voice? This is my real voice. How much real? It's actually much closer to my actual real voice. Let's see, Kiwi than the one on the videos. Because the one on the videos, to make sure that I don't have background noise, I put some plugins on that motherfucker. So that's actually not my real voice. Or it is my real voice, obviously, but with some effects on it. This speaker, or this microphone is a Rode Video Mic Me, which is a fantastic one if you want to do videos on a smartphone. So this is actually closer to my real voice than that one. Can you do a pinky reveal? Yeah, dude. There's my pinky. There's my pinky. Burrito night. Probably has a small dick. It depends. Five and a half on a good day. Evan era blowjob face seems appropriate. I mean, every YouTuber is doing that. They have the blowjob face and then clicks. Let me see something here. Anything sexual? Big toe review. I can't do that right now. That shit break my dick. Jao Kota. Do you have a boyfriend or girlfriend? The fuck, man. I like that you imply that I might be gay. Thank you for that. Let's see if there's anything else here that might be good. Your pinky looks so much different live. Dude, what? It's video. Davin. It's literally video. If you see it from this angle up here, which is a standard Pigcake tutorial shit, or you see it from this angle, how does it look? I mean, it looks smaller. I have these little bit of I have these shrimp hands, which is why when people say, "Oh, my hands aren't big enough," man, the fuck. Nobody's hands are too small. Unless you know that there's a video where that guy doesn't even have hands and he's doing fucking magic. You have no excuse. So let's see. What's your Grinder account? That's funny. Would you show magic to Donald Trump if you could? I would. I would love to show magic to Donald Trump. That'd be hysterical. Libra52, gotta go, man. See ya, dog. Just performed a foreskin color change. Damn. I mean, the last one to do that was Michael Jackson, and he's fucking dead. How much do you weigh? I weigh 155 pounds. But I'm short as shit, so... Can you do a live reaction to a new Magic trailer? Damn, you know what? Good idea, dog. You just fucking gave me a good idea. A live reaction to a Magic, yeah. I mean, let's see. I'm going to hit up YouTube. Right here behind the scenes. Hitting up that YouTube tip. Let's see if there's anything here that's interesting so far. Oh, shit. I got Chris Ramsey. Learn a card trick live. Is Chris Ramsey doing a stream right now? Is Chris Ramsey competing with me in terms of a stream? If somebody can answer me that. I think he might be. Oh, live in 18 hours. Hey, man. I did that, fool. Trying to bank on this territory here. So live in 18 hours. Chris Ramsey. Learn a card trick live. Damn, man. This fool. Yo, Pigcake did it first, dog. But I watched that shit. That shit sounds interesting. God damn it. Let's see. I can't find any sort of... I do like looking at, for example, World Magic Store. Every once in a while, they have, all these demo videos that you just fucking die watching. I made a parody of that. But that shit was funny. Go to Penguin how to Penguin Magic, dog. That's funny. No, not now. That's funny. Gabriel, I drive a motorcycle. I can't drive a car if my life depended on it, so I ride a motorcycle. So, what's the World Magic Store? World Magic Shop, Nick TV. It's a magic store. They sell stuff online. They're great. But as far as that, yeah, so there you go. What did I say? Oh, saying motorcycle. How's my height compared to my weight? Well, I'm like 5'0". So compared to my weight, I think I weigh more. It's my body mass index, and it's not because I'm fat. Fuck that. But I am very short compared to my weight. Whoever asked that, that's fucking weird. Do a stream where you watch Chris Ramsey's stream. That's fucking great. That's great. I'd rather do that with a guy like someone I don't like. I like Chris Ramsey. I like his shit. But I'd rather do that with someone that I don't like. Like if Evan Era did a stream, I'd fucking show up there. Hey, 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 hey. I'd fucking fuck that stream up. What's the hairy thing? This is Rocky the Raccoon. This is Rocky the Raccoon. It's not a. It's a It's like a prop, cunt. Finger a pig. I don't have a pig I could finger, dude. Are you alcoholic? I don't drink, man. I'm part of that Jerk 120 crew that doesn't do any sort of drugs or narcotics or anything like that. CM Punk shit, believe it or not. Even though you would think that I would have a massive drug problem, I actually have never had an alcoholic beverage in my entire life. So there you go. Evan Era will block you. Yes, he will, that cunt. I want him to block me. I thought you said if that's a pet. By the way, Umar Budin, that's who this. Umar Mudin, sorry, that's who said that they will block my ass. Good God, you are fucking small. Thank you, cunt. Yeah, I blame my mom. She was short and fat, so she is short and fat. She's not dead. But yeah. Why do you not like to drink? I just don't. I've never had the ickling to it. I've never had the necessity to drink. But you know, I just never had to have. Like I've never been like, oh man, I want to drink, and then you know, seeing the people around me that do that, I'm like, I don't. There's no need to it. And it's also, I mean, people that I look up to, like James Randi, doesn't drink. So I guess that kind of helps out too. Straight Edge, yes, there you go, George Jimenez. Say Tamimi is bad, please. Holy shit, I can't believe I just said that. That's fucking weird. How old are you? Under 30. Do you like swords? Is that like a... Are you... This is Pepe Sad. Are you... Cunt. Thank you, sir. Fucking A. 3 hours. And 6 minutes. Holy shit. This has gone on for a while. How much longer should I go through this? I'm wondering how much longer I should go through this. Let me see if I can do this. Don't go into the room. 3 hours and 6 minutes. That's what she said. That's fucking weird. How to end a stream for dummies. You should have stopped half an hour ago. Thanks, you cunt. Yeah, I should be wrapping this up right now. 69 minutes. Keep spinning. I should do that. I'm gonna do a fidget spinner video for 24 hours straight. 36 hours. I think somebody already did it. Let's see. Shuffle deck for 24 hours. That'd be a good idea. Let's see. Go 20 minutes. Thank you, sir. Good live stream. Let's see if there's anything else here that's interested. I'm tired of hearing your voice. I'm tired of seeing your comments, cunt. Would I rather fuck something? Let's see. Would I rather do magic for African kids or Mexican kids? God damn, dude. Pop crunch. That's fucked up. I mean, both are equally fucked, so. Oh, there you go. Would you rather fuck Daniel Madison and Jay Sangi's body or Jay Sangi and Daniel Madison's body? Well, Jay Sankey, because he has less tats. I'm not a fan of tattoos. So I would definitely probably Jay Sank, even though he has some tats. So there you go. So yeah, I'm probably going to end this here, dogs. 3 hours and 8 minutes. I'll do this again soon. I really enjoy this shit, listening to the rest of the pig cunts. What should I shill? I should shill some shit. Gee, they get Pigcake shirts. Patreon. Suck my dick on those. I don't mean suck my penis on those. I mean, look on those. Umar, I'm going to leave them up. Obviously, I like leaving these up. So, yeah, you guys do those. Conterific things. I appreciate the love here. And I think this phone is probably going to burn out anyways because this shit's on fucking fire. So 3 hours might be the limit of this shit. So thank you guys. I appreciate all the questions and shit. You stay stay in school, take your vitamins, say your prayers. I'm going to go figure out how to make love to a squirrel and not make a lot of noise.